Hello and welcome everyone to a scrim match between Titan FLO and I believe it's Lunar Gaming. Indeed it is, so should be quite an interesting one. You see there at the bottom of your screen, Titan FLO, they picked Villa, Oregon was picked by Lunar, and then the decider is going to be Cafe Dostoyevsky. So sure to be a very interesting game, and without further ado, let's head on straight in to the beautiful Tuscan countryside of Villa. So Titan FLO will be starting on the defensive side. Villa definitely a traditionally very strong defensive sided map, so just based on that you would give them the advantage, but you never know. You see the meta changing 24/7. Sure, Ace is not in play yet, and definitely he makes the game a lot more attacker sided when he is in play, but still, Thatcher being the first ban, quite an expected one these days. We see a lot of teams ban out Thatcher. It's almost the default ban for most teams, but sure to make a big impact on the game nonetheless. Second attacking band here coming out from Lunar will be the Montaigne actually, so don't see a Montaigne ban that much these days. It's a bit more of a target ban more than anything. I'd expect they saw a few VODs from FLO, maybe in the Titan Gaming tournament. Saw Titan FLO, they use Monty quite a lot, but Monty now off the board, and Mira, the first defensive ban coming out here from ADG. Mira, an operator that single-handedly changes the way this game is played. If she's in play, you play a completely different strat centered around her. So always the Mira ban, one of the most influential bans on the board, and Goyo, I'd argue, the second most influential, because he allows you to play that 20-second meta, just stall out for time, and with him off of the board, it's a lot less utility for the defensive side. But heading on straight into this now, let's see where Titan FLO head for their first defensive round. The good luck have funds there coming out in chat, as both these teams, this is a scrim match, not too high stakes, but definitely still a lot to play for in terms of your dignity. I mean, you never want to lose a match outright. Heading to Aviator in Games Room, let's see what Titan FLO can do in this bomb site. Notably, they have 6-picked onto the Cade, so they got the Cade and the Bandit, both of those to electrocute the wall, to delay those hard breaches. I didn't actually see what hard breaches were on the board. Only the Thermite is actually on the board for the attacking side. So usually you'd see the Hibana. We know how strong she is here on Villa. She can use her X-Kairos from this balcony area. Just use it from there, open up the walls if it's not electrocuted. Definitely a strong operator to have here. But the Thermite, notably, if you guys didn't know, one of the great things about Thermite that I can attest to as a Thermite main myself is you can just place a Thermite charge here literally on the floor, and you can open the wall. Even if it's electrocuted, not if it's muted, sure, but if this wall is electrocuted, just place a Thermite charge close to the wall on the floor, make sure it doesn't get zapped, and, well, you open up the bottom of the floor. So Thermite, you can definitely do a lot here on this bomb site, but still, you'd expect to see that Hibana, but let's see what they can do with this. Obviously, Nomad as well, a very strong operator here on Villa. Villa, one of those maps with very tight corridors, so Nomad air jab can do a lot of damage here on these corridors. Block out those rotates and make sure you can't really play that aggressive roam strat. And the Cade charge here being used, I believe that's going to get all 3 walls. Indeed it does. So a very great Electroclaw Artilla spot there to get all 3 of those walls. Let's see what the attack is now starting to spawn in here. Pressuring into a clay area. Zofia already pressuring into Piano. They're making a quick work of droning out this bottom floor area. See all the drones here inside of Statue and the red stairs, establishing that there are currently no roamers down below. So this will be a very quick collapse if Lunar can realize there's nothing really on the board, but goes to get the opener. Looks like that was an aggressive angle. That was a vertical angle, a great one being utilized there with the SMG-11. Not really a gun you would play those aggressive angles with traditionally, but it works out for him. He gets the opening kill, and that's onto the Ash. Now, a lot of soft breach off the board. We always talk about how important hard breach is in this game, and sure, that is a fact, but I'd argue soft breach just as important. I mean, when you look at on the defensive side, they've got the Jaeger that can deal with those soft breach. So losing out one of the two soft breaches in Zofia and Ash, well, you've got a lot less soft breach to work with to clear out that utility. And now you see from down below, Zofia starting to open up down below this wall. However, cannot get the electro claw. I believe the IQ is still trying to spot it. Cannot connect onto it. Still, for some reason, not being able to connect onto it. It does not look like the metal beams are blocking it. No, oh, that is smart. So, if you guys don't know what's going on right here, a reinforced wall actually has a tiny lip at the bottom where it's part of the reinforcement, so you can't shoot through it. And, well, that is blocking the vertical play, but the Nomad here rushing on in to study. They're in a 5v3 man count. They've lost both the Zofia and the Ash, so no soft breach to work with, but the Nomad is in, and he's holding the crossfire onto the vault area, and it gets a quick double for himself. Suddenly equalizes out the man count. Now they can collapse onto the side. He's got the crossfire. They have a lot to play with here, but the plant going down, left, right, and center. Players dropping on the side of Ali Dogs now. Suddenly, it's only Quills here. He's going to have to get the ace if he wants to clutch this one out. 25 seconds on the board. Still a tad bit of time to work with here, but so many angles being held. Tries to connect. Shoots out the C4 in mid-air. Connects onto the Mozzie. Now, seemingly trying to go for the plant. And, well, Papa, he needs to deal with that Nomad air jab. Alpha, he's going to do what he can to lock this out, but he can't. Eventually gets the kill onto the Nomad with that MP7, one of the strongest guns on the defensive side, and he locks out the round for Titan FLO, winning out their first defensive round here on Aviator and Games Room. Sure, already 14 guys in chat. That was a quick pickup. Before this game we had like, what, 4? Suddenly we on 14. So thank you guys so much for the support. Always like to see these types of games get a lot of views, even though it's not the most important games out there. It's literally just a scrim. We all want to see how our favorite teams in SA are doing. Titan FLO, I know. I mean, I myself am affiliated with Titan Gaming, so I know the support in the organization. We all feel for the Titan teams, Titan Evo, FLO, and what's the other one? Odyssey. There we go. I'll always get so confused with the naming scheme because there's FLO and Evo, which are so close together. The three letters that roll so easily off the mouth, and then you just have Odyssey. I always get confused. Like I'm like, why'd they not just give another 3-letter name? But nonetheless, that's what the admins decided, and they're called Odyssey now. But Titan FLO, let's see what they can do in this matchup. They're definitely already giving Ali Dogs a run for their money. Saw those early kills coming out for them. I mean, they just had no stop. They got the Ash and the Zofia, two traditional fragging operators, taken off of the board with some insane vertical plays there with the SMG-11. I didn't even catch where the second and third kill came out for Titan FLO. Too busy spectating that 200 IQ artilla being placed on the lip of the reinforcement there. Definitely something that helped quite a lot in that round. Made it so the Thermite wasn't able to open up the wall. Made it so Ali Dogs had to just, well, they had to collapse on through the doorway, just funnel on through. Be essentially just target fire for Titan FLO, having to push on through there. But now Ali Dogs, they are attacking onto statue. Wait, it's trophy and statuary. Yeah, that's what the bomb site is called. Quickly forgot there. And notably this time around, they've got the castle. Now, sure, there are 2 soft breaches on the board here for Ali Dogs, but like I keep saying, hard breaches are important, but equally, in my opinion, soft breaches are just as important. If those soft breaches die, that means you're going to have to melee out those castle barricades. It's definitely not something you want happening, but it looks like actually they're going to be doing the castle trick now. If you don't know how that works, a castle barricade, once you melee it 12 times, it breaks. And, well, a little trick you can do is melee it 11 times in one small spot, trick the attackers into thinking it's a solid wall, and then just melee it on out, you rush on through. So let's see if that is going to be what is going to be happening. The IQ here, playing from down below. Let's see what he can do with this positioning. And that electronic scanner, already spotting out, I believe, the mute jammers and the Jaeger ADSs here on the wall. even though he hasn't even shot anything out. It's feeding a lot of information to his team here. See the Zofia and the IQ. They might just find an engagement here with the Mozzie. With that he's playing with the Commander, not the P10 Roni. Trying to find these engagements, but just sails on through the Zofia, not finding the engagement. Now falls back onto site where he will be helping out the main lineup of the team. And the Wamai here taking a lot of damage. I don't know where that was from. Is the main breach open yet? It was never fully reinforced. Okay, weird strat, but okay. I'll base my opinion whether it works out or not. I don't want to say too much and then it works out, but quickly, well, like I said in the previous round, these opening engagements, they just go the way of FLO. Ash and IQ, two very good fraggers now off of the board, off the back of the Mozzie here and the smoke, just with some aggressive and insane plays. Now, the Mozzie looking to get another one if the Zofia swings on through the angle. She does, sprays on through, however, cannot find the kill. The Nomad air jab catching this player out, but eventually the Nomad herself with the AK-74 to catch the player out, getting the kill. But Papa with the, actually no, not even, it was Papa with the team kill. Now suddenly Zofia left last alive. The M762, one of the best guns on the attacking side, but 7 seconds in a 1v4, you are not going to find those kills. Alpha Simp to get the final kill, and that's Titan FLO now with a 2-round lead. And it looks like what I was saying before this matchup of Villa being a defensive-sided map is going to be reigning true. This just showcased why I was saying it. Villa, one of those maps that just perfectly falls into the current meta of Siege. Just the bomb sites on this map are perfectly catered to stalling out time. We saw that here. Saw the attackers, they had so much map control to take early on into that round. They had to clear out the entire bottom floor area when there was only one player down below. That was the Mozzie. He just fell back. He didn't even die on the roam clear. He just fell back to site, and after that, well, they spent almost a minute trying to pressure on into the main master bedroom and bathroom area, and well, it didn't even net them anything. There are so many checks and balances that you have to go through before you can even start to pressure on into the bomb site, and that's what makes a bomb site defensive side, and that is how to masterfully play in to the defensive side of meta. Is just make sure you don't die and well, play time. It's often said time is the sixth player on the defensive side in Rainbow Six Siege, and well, we saw that in the previous round. They just had to pressure on through set doorways because they just couldn't really do anything. The main wall wasn't even fully reinforced, but still, they couldn't really do anything about it. They didn't have the map control to start pushing onto the bomb site, and suddenly they are at a massive back foot. Now, Ali Dogs, a 2-round deficit. If they don't take this next round, it's going to be very bad for them because that means Titan FLO, if they take this one, they have won all 3 of their rotations they need to go to. If you don't know how site rotations in Rainbow Six Siege work, well, if you win a bomb site, you can't head back to it for 2 more rounds. So if they do win this one, they can go back to their primary bomb site in Aviator and Games Room. So definitely will help them out quite a lot. So Ali Dogs, now is the time to start putting rounds on the board. Even on a defensive-sided map, you expect yourself to, at the very least, get 2 rounds on the map, 2 rounds on the board. And well, with the way things are going, it's doable, but not likely. They need to bring out something very special if they want a chance at winning out this round right here, right now. But the Romers, they're definitely going to be putting a lot of pressure here on the players. You see the Jaeger with a cheeky bullet hole angle here into the connector area here up above as well, supported by the Mozzie with that commando, and see what they can do here on this roam clear. But already it looks like the Buck, he is on bottom red, or sorry, bottom Astro stays, looking to potentially already pressure onto the bomb site. And this is why Kitchen is one of the better sites to be an attacker on, because look at this, so early on, only a minute has elapsed on this round, and already they are pressuring on into the bomb site, and he gets the opening kill. Kixie with an opener there onto X-Turk and gets the kill onto the Bandit. Now, suddenly, for the first time in this entire series, they are a man up in the initial gunfight. The Mozzie chucking out that C4 does not connect, however. And now suddenly, the attackers here of Ali Dogs, they know there's a they know there's a person on in that corner. Sprays through the wall, does a lot of damage there onto the Mute now on about 20 HP. Corsair getting a kill for himself. just pressuring onto this bomb site. A full collapse going to be coming out. The Jaeger to connect onto the IQ, but instantly refragged by the Zofia. However, goes to get one for himself, but calls to answer back there with the AK-74. Now suddenly, pew pew, shot on the Mozzie left last alive with that commando I was talking about. The player on the roam forced to fall back because, well, his anchors on the site, they just died. The attack is just instantly pressured on into this bomb site. Now in a post-plant scenario, in a 1v4, 30 seconds on the board, there's almost nothing you can do in the scenario. Trying to find those cheeky angles, trying to get those headshots, spots the head of the Zofia, but can't, of the Nomad, sorry, but can't even connect. The AK-74 to lock out the kill. That's Ali Dogs Gaming putting the first round on the board for themselves. Why is the stream not start? Oh, I had paused. Okay, I was a bit confused. I had the starting soon screen on my stream. I thought maybe I wasn't broadcasting or something, but no, we all good. We all good. See what people in chat are saying at the moment. They're saying 2-0, 2-0 easy. Yikes! Looks like people in chat are they aren't believing in ADG, but well, ADG they've already put one round on the board now. It is a defensive sided map, so you got to give it to them. Got to give them a bit of a leniency, but they definitely need to start racking up those rounds if they want a shot at winning this game. So now, Titan FLO heading back to their primary bomber site in Aviator End Games Room, and I really like the shield setup. The defense for both the 90 and the top red stairs angle, definitely a strong one to be holding. Wait, chat, is this red stairs or is this red stairs? I constantly get confused. If someone in chat could correct me. Actually, I get very confused between these two. But, like I was saying, I really like this double shield setup. Allows you to play in this area very passively. See the Wamai playing here, he can go for those aggressive peeks into the study if he so wishes, but he could also just play passive and delay the time there. You see the Jaeger here once again playing those cheeky bullet hole angles here into the connector window. As well, once again assisted here by the Mozzie, so a lot of roam clear to take care of here for the attackers in Ali Dogs Gaming, but it does not look like they are actually pressuring into this master bedroom, this entire north side of the map. They are just down below in stature, or in clay, sorry, but they're trying to play these vertical angles. See the IQ here once again with that electronic scanner. Notably, no Cade on the board for the defenders. Alpha Simp here on the band will be the only one that can actually delay or even cancel out of those thermite exothermic charges, so he definitely needs to be very cautious. If he dies, his team loses a lot of utility, and already here the IQ taking care of those electronics from down below. I believe, yeah, indeed, no more bandits on these walls. So if the thermite pushes in, he could easily take care of this main wall, because if we look at it, yep, there he goes. Sure, the Wamai is playing this angle where you can peek into the study, but it's a very hard one to find. Now already the exothermic charge going off into the bar angle. Now have an avenue onto side, and this is the one thing Ali Dogs Gaming have been struggling with so much in this game, is finding a way to pressure on into the bomb site. But now suddenly, with that wall opened up, this gives them a lot to play with. They can hold those angles passively. They can wait for Ali Dogs Gaming to, wait for Titan FLO to make the errors. They don't have to necessarily be the one to pressure up, but talking about pressuring onto the bomb site here, the IQ just walking up here into landing through those red stairs. Now already swinging onto this vaulted door. Spots the smoke and whiffs a few shots with the what's that gun's name again? The G8A1, one of the strongest guns on the attacking side. Just whiffing those shots though. Sure, you can do a lot of damage output, but if you don't connect your shots, well, you're not going to get the kills. And now look at the HP on the players here on the attacking side of Ali Dogs. They are all on almost a single HP. Sure, the smoke is off the board now, but you've still got so much to worry about. Spraying on through into the landing area, connect onto the Mozzie, but cannot find the kill. Now in a 4v2, somewhat equalized out by Corsair here on the Zofia. They now need to go for the plant, but look where the diffuser is. It's in the hallway. There's no time to pick this up. Corsair gets another one for himself. They could just go for this plant here in bar, but Corsair is going to have to do almost everything here, but look where the defenders are playing. They need to clear this out. They're pressing onto the bomb site, and suddenly the diffuser is planted. Now, in a post-plant scenario, this shield setup I was talking about suddenly is working in the favor of the attackers. However, the Mozzie from the side to connect with the final kill. Pew Pew, Shot, and Papa, the clean-up crew. They get the kills on the players that were so low on HP, and a late reinforcement actually coming out here from the Jaeger. Just a bit of a meme, but Titan FLO, they take the round. Now they are in a 3-1 round count. Yo, looks like people in chat are absolutely... Yo, these guys are... Boys, what are you doing? You guys are definitely not ADG supporters, I can see that. I mean, right, sure, maybe. But, yeah, ADG, they definitely still have a chance. My metric for a good attacking side on Villa is if you get 2 rounds, you are okay. If you get 3 rounds, you are good. Getting 3 rounds on the attacking side on Villa means you went 50-50. You got more than half on a defensive sided map. So if you can get 3-3, it's a very good scoreline. 4-2 in the favor of the attackers, then you, in my opinion, you have got this game. But now, Ali Dogs, they need to, at least in my opinion, get this 4-2 if they want a shot at this. Sure, they can maybe still pressure it into a 3-on-3, but that's going to be very hard. We've seen Titan FLO, they are very strong on this trophy and statuary bomb site. So Ali Dogs, they're going to have to pull out all the stops to take this one out of the hands of Titan FLO. Titan FLO are the ones to lose this though. Ali Dogs, they've got everything to play for and seemingly nothing to lose, because on the attacking side you somewhat expect to lose these rounds. Sure, you want to win them, but it's not like you're kicking yourself in the butt when you are losing these rounds. You can play you can do those aggressive plays. You don't necessarily have to worry about each and every single thing, but look at the setup here from Titan FLO. The very aggressive roam setup here by the Jaeger and the Mozzie combo. We've seen these guys roam together all the time thus far in this game, and doing it once again, roaming out on the south side of the map, playing in a bar and aviator. And notably, they've got to rotate on into 90. This is a very good setup here, in my opinion, from the defenders here of, I believe that's, yep, Pew Pew, Shoot, and Papa. So, let's see what these guys can do with it. The Bucky already starting to pressure. It looks like the IQ droning out for him. Does spot the Jaeger and I believe the Mozzie. So now the information is definitely being relayed to his team. The Jackal starting to track those footprints, but it will be the Buck to start with those aggressive swings. The C8, sure, a very high recoil gun, but this thing kicks like a beast. Oh, the Wamai swinging wide, gets the headshot. Oh, sorry, no, that was an SMG-11. How the hell do you hit that shot? Look at that's at least like a 25-meter shot. This man has been doing insane thus far this game. Saw him with the vertical plays in that very first round to connect onto the Ash, and now just displaying this man's absolute mastery of the SMG-11. That is not by any means an easy shot to hit. Well done there to Ghost to hit that shot, and that's definitely going to put his team at a very big advantage heading on into this one, because we've seen Ali Dogs, once they start losing those players early on, they seemingly can't do anything. It's like they'll just instantly stop in their tracks. But now Zofia, he might just find this kill. Seemingly no. Ghost, he's playing this angle so passively. Does not look like the Zofia knows of his position. The C4 gets ripped and it connects onto the Zofia, gets the injure onto the player, sees it, and he gets the headshot with the SMG-11. A great one to find, because that now is the Zofia, the M762. A great gun on the defensive side, off of the board now. And Pew Pew shot. With that Commando, gets another kill for himself. Sprays on into the landing angle, tries to connect, almost gets the kill into the IQ. Does not connect, however. Now JJ and MJ, The Triple J here connects with a great headshot. The pre-fire, the 50 ammo in the G8A1, definitely a very great asset to have in these engagements. But now with the C7E left last alive in landing, the SMG11, this man cannot be stopped. Ghost, what the hell? How does this man find kill after kill after kill with this gun? It's like there's no recoil when he's playing with it. The SMG11, probably what, the third highest recoil in this game after the Baron 9 and the C7E, but this man makes it look like nothing. Finds kill after kill with a secondary machine gun. This man is definitely giving Corza a run for his money. We all know how good Corza is with that SMG11 recoil, but looks like a Ghost. You can put him on the list, boys. He can control that just as well. Now heading back to dining room and kitchen. This will be the final defensive round for Titan. For FLO, is it FLO? I constantly get confused between FLO and Evo, but yeah, it's FLO. They're heading to their last defensive round, and this is it. This is make or break for Ali Dogs Gaming. If they can't win this round, they are at a massive disadvantage heading on into their defensive half. They will need to do a lot on their defensive side if they want to claw this one back from a 5-1, but if they can put this on into a 4-2, they definitely still have a very good chance to win this out. But let's see what they do with this round.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb. Door secured. 10 seconds left.
Device activated.
5 seconds left.
Reloading mag.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
So let's see what this defensive setup looks like, because last time around they had a very aggressive top floor roam contingent, but this time looks like they're going for the full anger. The Jaeger and the Mozzie, the two players we've seen roam almost 24/7 here on Villa, are actually sticking onto site. Let's see what they can do with this operator lineup. Notably, the Pulse on the board. I believe this is the first time Alpha Simp is bringing this operator, the UMP. Definitely not one of the strongest guns on the board for the defensive side, but when you tap those heads, a pea shooter can be a lethal weapon. Siege, a game where one shot is a headshot. So let's see what happens on in this round. See the cardiac sensor being used. Although the Pulse has the UMP, one of the weakest guns, the cardiac sensor, one of the strongest abilities in this game. Literal wall hacks. So let's see what he can do with this cardiac sensor, if he can find a few kills. It's like the C4 has been pre-placed, and it might just connect onto, oh my word. This is why I love Siege. Just the, how do I put this? In what game do you have ways? Oh, you can't do a man like that. The double C4, the first one to connect from the Bandit, and now the second one coming out here from the Pulse, and a third being ripped by the Mute does no damage, however. But this pantry angle already being opened up. Spots the Zofia, swings wide with the M590. Gets the kill onto the Zofia, and now suddenly Ali Dogs, they're at a massive deficit, but answered back by the Thermite here with the 5.56. Now, definitely still a lot to play with here for the side of Ali Dogs. But they need to start pressuring onto this bomb site, and Ghost, he cannot be stopped. Sure, he's strong with the SMG11, but well, it's Mute. He's also got a primary shotgun. He's gotten 2 kills with that beast. Now on this round, he's definitely not one that's afraid to swing with that. Gets the kills. He's connected now onto the Thermite and the Zofia with that beast. And now, well, it's a 4-2, and Ali Dogs, they might just have to push this on into a 4-2. There's the Nomad here, the one to swing wide. 30 seconds on the clock, so still a bit to play with here. Connects onto the Jaeger, however, cannot find the kill. The Nomad fully flashed by her own flashbangs here. The Buck with the C8 cannot connect, and that's Titan FLO to lock it out in a 5-1 round count in their defensive half. And notably, let me bring up this map banner once again. If you look on closely, sure, this is Titan FLO's map pick, so you would expect them to win this one out, but still, you'd at least want Ali Dogs Gaming to put up a bit of a fight. If they can't lock this one out, the next map will be Oregon, but let's see what they can do with this one. On the defensive side now, Ali Dogs are going to be going to Trophy and Statuary, which was actually the secondary bomb site on the side of Titan FLO, so let's see what's going to be happening. So heading to Trophy and Statuary now as their primary bomb site. Let's see what Ali Dogs can do on this defensive side, because if I'm honest, what we've seen from their attacking side has not been too great. I'm actually very excited to see what castle setup they're going to be using here. See a lot of teams either using the castles to assist in a master bedroom roam, and looks like that is what it's going to be, because look at these reinforcements. Reinforcing the entire wall into the closet area. It's quite an interesting one. Usually we see teams leave that soft, so see what MJ here on the castle is going to be doing. Also has that super shorty in his back pocket, so definitely a strong op-ed, and it looks like he's going to be barricading off into a master bedroom, and this is a weird setup, because this castle barricade essentially gives free reign of master bedroom if you are not playing. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, this is a... Please tell me they're going to play bathroom. Because what this wall, this reinforced wall, allows you to do is play in bathroom. Sure, you've got to worry about this window, but that gives very little onto the attackers. You can pressure on into the master bedroom angle when you have control of bathroom, but when this castle barricade is up and there's no player playing in bathroom, you've essentially given free reign of master bedroom, and you've wasted 3 reinforcements which you could have used on site. Those reinforcements are now essentially useless, because what they are doing is assisting in a bathroom hold. But now you are giving up bathroom, and you are playing the castle barricade here, so really Cardicus, I think, is Titan FLO's coach. If you can tell me what the idea is behind that setup, I'd be glad to listen. My ears are open. Maybe there's some 200 IQ method being used here, and maybe we'll see it. But the attack is now already starting to pressure on into this bomb site, and he connects with a headshot onto MJ. Finds the castle. Sure, the UMP taken off the board is not the biggest one, but oh, this is a big one. Corsair now gets killed? No, please tell me they didn't do it. Okay, I was gonna say, oh, it was Alpha actually from down below. Wow, I thought they did the skylight thing where you chuck a nade from all the way out here. I was gonna say, if they did that, they have my full support in this game. But now Titan FLO already, these guys are looking at pressuring it onto match point. The SMG-11 now connects their Quills, sprays on into the Zofia, does a lot of damage, but eventually Kixie to find the kill. The Nomad is on the site, and he finds the Jaeger now. Quills left last live with the SMG-11, 17 ammunition in the magazine. Definitely not something you want in a 1v4 scenario. Tries to find the engagement with the Nomad, but eventually with the AK-74 goes to lock it out, and that's Titan FLO with a 6-1 round lead in this game, and suddenly things are not looking too good for FLO. This is what I was talking about. When you are on the defensive side, or sorry, on the attacking side, you want at the very least 2 rounds. And sure, Ali Dogs Gaming, they got 1 round on their defensive side, but the problem with that is you are very vulnerable to plays like this. Once the team that was on the defensive side heads to their attacking side, and it went into a 5-on-1, literally 1 round pushes it into overtime. Now, if ADG want to win this map, they need to win the next 5 rounds in a row, and then they need to win overtime. This is not looking too good for the side of ADG. And I didn't actually spot the bomb site they were heading to. But quickly, I'm getting a notification here. Hamza Ibrahim, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me lately. Currently on 243 subs. I remember the day I hit 10 subs, I was so happy. Literally just 10 friends that subbed to me after we made some cringy ass video that is currently unlisted. So you guys, that video is never going to see the light of day ever. But yeah, genuinely guys, the support on this channel has been insane recently. Trying to give a spotlight onto South African Rainbow Six Siege through the games I cast, and it's really been picking up lately. From I remember the first games I casted back on African R6 League or Saturday Night Siege. We had about what 5 viewers max on a stream. Now for a scrim match that isn't even that big of a game. I mean, Titan FLO, Alley Dogs, not even the biggest teams in SA, not the biggest game in SA. I mean, this is literally just a scrim. We currently have 17 people watching. Like, this is genuinely insane, and I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. And especially Hamza Ibrahim, thank you for the sub, man. Appreciate that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like. What's that? That typical like the YouTuber rhyme. Hit the sub. Like if you like the video, hit that bell notification. YouTube doesn't send out notifications, but I'm getting caught up here. Quills, he connects with the nitrocell there, gets the kill onto the Nomad, and that's a very big one to find. Not only because you lose the utility in the air jabs, not only because you lose such a strong gun on the attacking side in the AK-74, but this man is currently 13 for 4 in this game. That's one of the top, that is the top fragger off of the board now for Titan FLO, so definitely a big one to lose, but in the grand scheme of things, you've got to be asking, is it even going to make that big of a difference? Maybe ADG can snowball off of this. Maybe they can take the round, but then they still need to take 4 more. Things are just not looking too good for Alley Dogs Gaming, and now the Legion here being pressured on 90, and notably they're actually playing a rotate into Vault from 90, which, I don't know if that's the biggest brain play I've ever seen, but let's see if this works out for them. Pew pew, shot. Now currently holding the Mozzie here in this angle. Actually, it's not the Mozzie. Was that the Mute? No, it's the Wamai. Playing behind that deployable shield here on the main stairs angle. Cannot find anything, however, but look at where Quills is playing. Spots out the IQ. Did he shoot a shot? I almost imagine I heard a shot come out just now, but the Wamai to swing wide cannot connect onto the IQ, but notably, Quills is still here down below with that SMG-11. He could still find the opening here onto Alpha Simp, but you need 3 onto 4 round count. No, I'm mistaken. A 3 onto 4 man count here. Titan FLO. This is not the most influential round for them. If they lose this one, they've got 4 more to play with. Quills now with a double kill from down below there. I believe he's rotated up into the connector area. Has now gotten the kill onto, I believe that was Papa on the Zofia. And now it's a 2 onto 4. The Buck there to get a great kill. Oh, sorry, the IQ to get a great kill. Suddenly, it's on a 2 onto 2 man count. The smoke, however, to connect with the kill onto the IQ. Now, pew pew, shot. He's got to get the diffuser. 10 seconds on the board. There's no way in hell this man is making it. Tries to connect onto the Mute, but gets the kill with the SMG-11. We've just seen players pop off with the SMG-11 thus far this game. What is going on? Well done to them. And great shot to find by Quills there. And now, sure, ADG, they've got another round on the board, but it's somewhat expected for a defensive-sided team. They have to find 4 more before they push it on into overtime. This is not looking good for them, and if I'm honest, I'm giving this one to FLO already. So heading to, I believe I saw that was Trophy and Statuary. Should make sense. I mean, it was their primary bomb site. They lost it out, sure, but I mean, you don't necessarily want to go to kitchen and dining. It's not the best bomb. Sure, it's defensible, but it's not the best bomb site on this map. There are better ones, notably in Trophy and Statuary. So and see what the defensive side of Ali Dogs Gaming can do on this round. See what setup they use, and notably, this is the first time the Echo is on the board, and I'm kind of asking myself, how the hell is this the first time we're seeing this man? Because the Echo is such a strong operator, and him not being banned out, how the hell have we not seen him? JJ, the one to pick him up, the first one in the series. Let's see what he can do with this one.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it. Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
So the attackers now, Titan FLO. If they lose this one out, it's still not the biggest of deals. They have everything to gain and almost nothing to lose in this round. Like I was saying with Ali Dogs when they were on the attacking side, Titan FLO, they're on their attacking side, so you're not necessarily hoping to win each and every round. You're kind of hoping to maybe get a 33% win rate on your attacking side, and notably they are 6-2 in the lead, so these guys have a lot of leeway to work with. However, you still want to lock this one out as early as possible. You want to show Ali Dogs you're a powerful team. You want to have that momentum behind you. You want a strong round count lead heading on into Oregon, which is obviously Ali Dogs Gaming's map pick. So let's see what they can do with this one. Ali Dogs here on the defensive side. Let's quickly have an overview here of their setup. See Bandit here roaming down below, and on the top floor, see almost no one here playing on this master bedroom angles. See the Jaeger here playing in Astro, one of the most stereotypical angles here on Villa. And look at this castle setup actually. This is greatly assisting where the castle is playing here behind the statue. And did I just see that correctly? Yes, one of Zophia's impact launchers were actually shot out in the air, and notably she's got none left. And they've got 2 sets of breach charges, so they can definitely still open up this wall. And notably, Xturken, he has opened up the main wall. This is a big one here for the side of Titan FLO. This gives them a lot of leeway here onto the site. And oh, the aggressive run. Quill's now essentially locked in this angle. He can't really move out of this at all. The Buck, that is not what you like to see. The Buck seemingly oblivious of Quill's positioning. However, Papa with the refrag there gets the kill onto MJ, the castle. Now suddenly Titan FLO, they can start pressuring on into the site, but Corsair from the back connects with that MP7 onto Ghost, gets the kill there, but Papa, he's going for the plant. Believe it was cancelled out by the yokai, so definitely need to be wary of that. They still have 20 seconds to get this plant down, but Corsair is absolutely wrecking this team. This man is on a tear. Great headshot to find there, and suddenly Xturken, the player that opened up the main wall, left last alive, trying to find the opener there with the Type 89, but cannot connect. Corsair with the 4K on this round. This man has no chill. Currently 7 for 8 in this game. This man is... Okay, this man just absolutely popped off this round. Well done to him. Ali Dogs off the back of Corsair gets the round. Well done to them. Now heading on into, I believe it will be, dining room and kitchen. So definitely one of the weakest bomb sites here for the defensive side, but let's see what they can do with this one. Corsa in chat asks what we're watching. We are watching Titan FLO versus Ali Dogs in just a scrim match. This is not a tournament. This is not anything. This is literally just these two teams with a friendly match. So let's see. It's definitely not a big game in terms of its reach or its influence, but still it's an interesting game nonetheless. So the defensive side here of Ali Dogs, they're heading to dining room and kitchen. Let's see what they can do with this bomb site. Notably, they are still on match point, and well, they need to win 3 more rounds in a row if they want to push this on into overtime. That means they're going to have to win out here on kitchen room and dining. They're going to have to win in aviator and games room, and then head back once again to statuary to win this one out, and it's definitely a big hill to climb, but Ali Dogs, I wouldn't put it past them. They have now taken 2 rounds in a row, so definitely putting those rounds on the scoreboard, but like I said, definitely a steep hill to climb. Titan FLO, and see what they do with this round.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Joining out here from the south side of the map, the attackers in Titan FLO, definitely taking their due diligence in clearing out this map. They're not in a rush, and they know these players here on the side of Ali Dogs are known to roam out quite far, and already the Mozzie's positioning there being caught out, but that is not what you like to see. Ghost with a team kill there onto Alpha Simp, taking the IQ off of the board, the player that's currently 8 for 5 in this game. Ghost with an oof in chat, definitely a big oof. Never like to see the team kills coming out, and let's see where Mozzie is currently playing. This man has a C4 in hand, and he could play this vertical angle. Sorry about that. Plays the vertical angle. Let's see if the C4 does connect, actually does pre-place it. So I believe that is, yeah, that's on the connector angle. I think that's placed more, okay, no, it was in landing there. Does detonate it, does no damage, however, onto any of the attackers. If anything, just makes them a bit scared. Now, with the vertical play, trying to find the IQ, the cardiac sensor establishing where the IQ is currently playing. Oh, sorry, not the IQ. I believe that was, that was probably Papa on the Zofia, but cannot connect with those bullets from the UMP. But look at this, the Nomad and the Hibana already pressuring on into Laundry. Ghost trying to find that aggressive peak, but getting absolutely shut down by Quills there with the SMG-11. A great kill to find for him, because now in a 3-on-5 man count, this is not looking too good for Titan FLO. They're trying to open up that main wall, the Hibana opening it up, but with the prone angle, the bandit here, Corsair, finding one for himself. Now Papa and Pew Pew shot left last alive. Trying to find those kills, but 30 seconds on the board and a 2-on-5 man count. It's not looking too likely for them. Tries to find the engagement with the Ella, but with the Scorpion gets the kill there, and the Mozzie with the P10 and only JJ to lock it out. Ali Dogs just keep on saying this is not a done deal yet. Sure, they were 6-1 in a round deficit, but they are clawing this back now. Only 2 more rounds for them to push this onto overtime, and notably, they have now won out one of the weakest defensive-sided maps. They can now go back to Aviator and Games Room and Trophy and Statuary, some of the stronger bomb sites for the defensive side. So definitely now a lot to play with, and this big hill I was talking about and that they have to climb to push this on into overtime suddenly looks a lot smaller, because now heading back to Aviator and Games Room, their secondary bomb site. Let's see what they can do with this one. Stylo in chat saying, don't forget Kanye has arachnophobia. Thanks, man. Matt says, Ronald McDonald, is that you? Looks like the only 2 things you guys know about me these days is that I like McDonald's and that I have arachnophobia. That's all chat keeps saying. But I like the banter, boys. Thank you for the support. It's always good to see that a bit of banter in chat coming out. Love the support you guys have been giving me, and definitely makes the job of casting a lot better when you have people that truly appreciate what you are doing. So thank you guys for the support you guys have been giving. But need to get back on into this game, and notably it looks like the exact same setup Ali Dogs Gaming were playing last time. The shield here in the bottom main stairs area, as well as the castle barricades, and the rotation on into 90 from the vault wall. So let's see what the defensive side can do with this one this time around. Titan FLO definitely taking their time here. You see the IQ probably waiting for a call coming out from his teammate. You see PP shot, droning him out. And there is actually a Valkyrie playing down below here. MJ with the MPX could do a lot with this positioning, because I don't believe he was actually... Oh, sorry about that. I don't believe he was actually droned out, so he could find a kill or two from this positioning, but once again, the SMG-11 quills. We saw a Ghost with those aggressive vertical SMG-11 shots in the first round, but, well, Ali Dogs, they're saying they can do it too. Quills holding these vertical angles with that SMG-11 might just find the IQ here. However, sails on past, cannot find the player, and now MJ still down below here in the shoe closet, I like to call it. Mudroom, the official call out, but the Valkyrie roaming down below, not spotting any players just yet, taking care of those drones, and, well, he might just find this IQ. Playing this angle, spots out the IQ, connects, but oh, the MPX, a bit of a pea shooter, almost doesn't get that kill, but nonetheless, Alpha Simp goes down to MJ here with the MPX in hand. The breach charge is being used to clear out these castle barricades, and now Titan FLO, sure, they've lost a member, but they're making quick work of taking this map control. Still a minute 20 on this clock, and they have a lot to work with here. Still the thermite, I believe the mute jammers are still up, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, is that a mute jammer? No mute jammer on the aviator wall. Ghost to get a kill now. So equalized out in terms of the man count, but Titan FLO, I'd argue, they have a lot of map control here. They have a lot to work with, and the only real roamer here for the side of Ali Dogs is MJ here on the Valkyrie, and I think they know of his positioning. So Titan FLO, if they want to push this right here, right now, push this on into map 2, into Oregon, Ali Dogs Gaming's map pick, they could do this right here, right now, because this is match point. But look at that, a great headshot to find by Corsair. However, Exturkin to answer it back. The UMP not being strong enough, the Zofia to lock out the kill, and suddenly this is a 3-on-1 man count. The Valkyrie, the one that was playing down below, the anchors on site have died out. Oh, finds a great headshot, connects onto it. Has to clutch out this 3v1 if he wants to win this round, if he wants Ali Dogs to have even a small chance at winning out here on a Villa. The diffuser is planted, 30 seconds on the clock. The rotate being played in 90. Definitely going to bite him in the butt. Tries to find the flick, but the Zofia to lock him out. Papa with a double kill on the round. That is Titan FLO to lock out Villa in a very decisive fashion. Sure, they might have struggled with a few rounds there earlier on into this game, but as soon as they got their momentum back, we see Titan FLO, they lock it out very well. Take the first map, and sure, it was their map pick, but still, it's a great one to find. And, well, now we are going to be going on into, if I am not mistaken, let me get this correct. Let me get it on over here. Boom, boom. No, that is the wrong overlay. How do I get this? Boom.
Can we have like a 5-10 minute break?
Okay, so one of the teams has just asked for a quick break, so without too much to talk about, I mean, it was a pretty decisive map for Titan FLO. We're going to be going on into a quick break, so thank you guys so much for joining. Going to be heading on into that second game of Oregon. There we go, that's the one I was trying to find, but it's going to be definitely a very interesting one. Sure, Vela might have been very decisive in those earlier rounds. Ali Dogs Gaming were able to clutch it back out. I want to see what happens here on Oregon. Obviously, it's ADG's map pick, so hopefully they will be able to do a bit better there on Oregon. But without further ado, thank you so much, guys, for watching. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, just a quick break. Thank you so much for joining. Be back shortly for Oregon. Sorry, I was muted. There we go. Hello and welcome back everyone to the second map of ADG versus Titan FLO. Should be a pretty interesting one. As you see the top, can I point to it? No, nah, I'm not even going to try. First map was Villa and went 7-4 to Titan FLO. Very interesting one. Titan FLO had the massive lead early on into that game. Struggled quite a bit later on into that game, but eventually able to lock it out. Now heading to Oregon, it is Ali Dogs Gaming's map pick. Should be a very interesting one. And just before we start, who was that? Matt in chat says, Kanye, where the Yeezys at? My G. There we go. Yeah, so thank you guys once again really for the support in chat, the banter, everything. It's really been helping out. It's not the best feeling to be casting when chat is just dead, not really saying anything. You can see there's viewers, but people not really just talking. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really like, even when you're just spamming in chat, it shows me there's something going on. So really, thank you guys so much for the support. But without further ado, let's head into the potential final map of this best of 3. Oregon. If this goes the way of Odyssey, obviously, then we're done. It's a best of 3. First to 2 maps wins. On the other hand, if Ali Dogs Gaming are able to clutch this out, if they are able to win out their map pick, they're going to be heading to Cafe Dostoyevsky as the decider. But without further ado, let's head on straight in to Oregon. And this is actually the first time I've actually casted this map, so stick with me if I don't know the names of the bomb sites, whatever. Just try and stick with me, but yeah, let's see what happens here. Here in Oregon, the only American map actually in this game. Fun fact. Am I correct in saying that? Yes, I think I am. Yeah, I think so. Am I correct? Chat, tell me if I'm correct in saying that this is the only American map in the game. But before we can talk about that, Monty, the first ban. Monty was actually banned out by ADG in the previous matchup, so not too interesting of a ban. However, Capital to come out, that is quite an interesting one. You don't see a Capital banned out too much these days, so definitely an interesting one to see. And the Echo now taken off the board. Titan FLO definitely taking note to ADG playing that Echo, and well, they decided to take it off the board. It was notably quite a bit of a hindrance when they were trying to plant in trophy and statuary, so taking it off the board should definitely help them out. And the Valkyrie ban, the last one coming out here from ADG. So these operator bans, nothing too out of the ordinary. However, let's see what they can do with this one. So Titan FLO will be starting on the attacking side here. I've got my stream open. Sorry about the echo. They're going to be heading to kids and dorms here on the defensive side, ADG, and see what they can do with this one. And I'm gonna be honest, I've never casted the game of Oregon. Sure, I've played ranked on it, and I've done pretty well. I mean, I've gotten Plat 3 this season, so definitely been having a pretty decent season thus far. But let's see what they decide to do here on Oregon. Notably, the castle actually being brought and the mirror not being banned out. So Kixie here on the mirror. Always say a mirror is an operator that can single-handedly change the way you play this game. You genuinely have different setups depending on whether the mirror is in play or not. So let's see how they decide to set up this mirror window. The first one seemingly will be placed here on into the attic bunker. So going to be helping out in those initial pushes, coming out into attic once the control of it is lost. So the castle barricades, interestingly enough, being placed onto the I believe it was called closet. I'm not too sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Onto the closet area. So I guess they just don't want the attackers to just rush in and instantly rush on in and take control there. But let's see what helps. Chat is saying maths lol. Why is chat saying that? I don't know. What did I say? But ADG here on the defensive side. See what they can do with this Corsair, notably roaming down below in Freezer. We've seen how good this player is with the SMG-11 and had now sticking on that mute and actually roaming down below with it. So the shotgun, you can play those on close quarters, and well, if you're as good as this man with the SMG-11, well, you can play long range with that weapon. See what he can do on this positioning, because if this man isn't droned out, he could definitely prove to be a big nuisance here for the side of Titan FLO. Jackal, however, down below will be able to track this man's footprints, and he is seemingly going to be clearing out onto the Freezer angle. So Corsair, if he doesn't know about this positioning, or looks like he might just be aware, the Jackal swings wide, and Corsair to find the kill onto Papa. A big opener there for Ali Dogs with the SMG-11, swings wide and connects onto the Jackal. Now, the only operator that's really well catered towards roam clear off of the board now. Sure, you've got a Thatcher and a Hard Breach on the board, but so little to play with here. They still need to deal with this mute jammer, and after that, they need to deal with the bandit tricking. But it looks like X-Turkin from down below will be playing that vertical angle, repelling the bandit from actually tricking this wall. So looks like once that Thatcher charge is chucked, no, they're not going to be able to open this wall. The Thatcher's dead. They aren't going to be able to clear out this mute jammer. The Hibana, she realizes there's a mute jammer on the wall, so the Hibana pellets will not be detonated. Ali Dogs now, suddenly they've got a massive lead in this round. Zofia trying to pressure up into the Freezer stairs here onto site, tries to swing wide, but they're already at so big of a deficit. This man is completely unsupported. Ghost and X-Turkin both on different sides of the map. They're still trying to clear this player out here in Freezer, but he's in the meantime rotated onto main lobby. He could just find the flank here onto the Zofia if they aren't careful. Zofia spots him out, connects with the SMG-11, now on about 20 HP here. The Zofia tries to find the kill, but he's just too low on HP with the SMG-11 Corsair to get another for himself. Now in a 2v4, make that a 1v4 as Kixie gets a kill with the Vector and with the C4 from down below. Corsair absolutely carrying his team here to a victory. Great Nitrocell there to find a triple kill on the round. That is ADG to take their first defensive round. And already these guys are doing a lot better than they were on Villa, taking the first round. Sure, they're on the defensive side. Siege, a traditionally defensive-sided game, but still, got to give it to them. That was definitely a well-played game. It wasn't just that they had the inherent advantage of being on the defensive side. They had players fragging like there's no tomorrow. These guys were getting kills left, right, and center. Not only that, they were getting the important kills. They cleared out the Jackal and allowed Corsair to roam down below for even longer. They got the Thatcher off the board, and that basically meant Attic wasn't going to get open. They had a Hard Breacher, and sure, they could have played vertical to take care of those bandit batteries and the mute jammer, but you don't have a lot of time to play with, and eventually Ali Dogs, they took the round, so definitely well done to them. Heading on to their second defensive round, they will be heading to, I believe this is called Laundry and Supply Room, and well, it looks like they are going to be opening up this wall. Now, this site is basically split into two variations of how you play it. Either you open up this wall, or you don't open up this wall. Simple as that. Two very different strats in terms of how they work, and well, they eventually try and come to the same outcome. The one, you just try and funnel the players here onto this doorway in blue. The other one, you just you play the more aggressive angle and you don't even allow the entry into blue if played correctly. So, and see if Titan FLO can repel this defensive lineup here from Ali Dogs Gaming. So the defensive setup here looks like they are going to be playing this very passively. 4 players down below. Quill's the only one that's really roaming at all. He's playing at the top of Freezer's stairs, being assisted here by 2 Jaeger ADSs and a deployable shield. So definitely a lot of utility to play with here, as well as the M590. You know how strong of a shotgun that is, the British shotgun here on the board. And well, he's got the SMG-11 side on, so it's all not to be counted out. See the attackers here. They're taking their sweet time. They're clearing out the entire top floor before even at all pressuring on into the freezer stairs or even bunker area. Or might just find this engagement. Spots out the Zofia, however, he's not going to beat that. He wants to play this passive. Swings wide with the shotgun. Both Jaeger ADS is now taken care of there by that Thatcher EMP. So suddenly this man has to fall off of the angle as well. Thermite now opening up into the freezer wall. And this is the one thing that an open wall into bunker is it's very vulnerable to, because if you take freezer and you hold this doorway, well, you can instantly take care of this rotation here on into the bunker area as well. This angle being opened at least allows the Cade to play this very aggressive angle here with the Orc A3 into the bottom of freezer stairs, but Ghost already taking some damage. I believe Quills was playing the aggressive angle there in a freezer on top of one of the boxes, but look at this. Exterkin using his second exothermic charge to open up one of the hatches, but Corsair now with the Orc A3 connects, gets a second for himself here on the main laundry stairs area. 2 kills now on the board, and this man is doing so well for himself on this round. Gets a third, a great headshot onto Unreal, and Kixie as well to get a headshot down to Exterkin. Now suddenly, Alpha Simp with the AR-33, the Thatcher left last alive on the board. Sure, he's still got one Thatcher EMP to work with, but 40 seconds on the board in a 1v4 scenario. There's almost nothing this man can do in this scenario. With the Orc A3, this man is looking for the 4K on the round, and he finds it. Ali Dogs with a flawless round, basically off the back of Corsair here. This man has been fragging out of his mind. Currently 7 for 0 here on this map. This man is definitely carrying his team to those W's, and W's they are getting 2-0 now here for ADG. Heading to kitchen and dining now as their third bomb site. Let's see what they can do with this one. So heading to their tertiary bomb site, kitchen and dining looks like essentially the same operator lineup we've seen them run thus far. Once again have that mirror on the board. JJ on the castle, we see him use that quite a lot over on a villa. So all the Jaeger and the Wamai combo as well as the smoke to delay out those initial pushes. And let's give a quick overview here of this kitchen dining setup, because you have so much to worry about with the setup, because small tower is such an easy place to enter. And if you guys don't know how the thermite trick here on this map works is, oh yes, they are doing it. This is how you, okay, I was going to talk about how to use the thermite trick and open up this wall even when it's electrocuted, but, well, that is the one counter to the thermite trick. Learn from this man's absolute genius. I've actually never seen this, because the one thing, I don't know if I really like this though, because sure, this cancels out the thermite trick, but what this allows you is just enter into small tower, use the vertical play and shoot out either the mute jammers. The mute jammers. There isn't actually a bandit on the board, so you can literally just go with those vertical angles and shoot that out. So I don't know if that's the play, if I'm honest. Sure, you can make the argument that that vertical angle is going to be opened up nonetheless, and they're going to be using it, so might as well utilize it so that they can't get the thermite trick to go off. But still, yeah, I don't know if I like that, but oh, I like this. I like this. I am a big fan of a roaming mirror setup, because sure, the site isn't in kids' dorms. It's down below in kitchen dining, and you might be asking yourself, why the hell is this mirror playing here assisted by the castle? But when you go down one floor, you see the B bomb site is directly beneath this, and there's a hatch they can play with. They can rotate out if the pressure gets too heavy. So I like this roaming setup here coming out from JJ and Kixie, the mirror and the castle. Let's see how this does work out for them. But it looks like the attackers now, they are clearing out from meeting hall, and they might just, yeah, they're going to open up this wall. I've never actually seen an attack play out this way. Usually you pressure on either from this hallway area or from a small tower, but Titan, they're saying screw a traditional lineup. We're just going to pressure from meeting hall. The smoke trying to find those that aggressive engagement, and he does find it, gets the kill into the thermite, but the exothermic charge has already blown, so not too big of a loss there for his team, but that's a big loss. The Jackal now off of the board, traded out by the Sledge here. Oh, sorry, the Alpha Simp with that L85. But now Corsair with that Org A2 connects there, trying to find the kill onto the Thatcher as well. Titan Flow now suddenly already had a back foot in this round. Oh, that is a nutty headshot to find. Alpha Simp equalizes it out into a 2-on-2. But is this man lagging out? Yeah, he's got 500 ping at the moment, so
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
definitely don't like to see that. MJ might actually just find this kill here if he holds this angle just right. However, JJ still up top here in Attic. He's got a lot to play with, but Alpha Simp, he's rotated. He's getting this plant down. How is this happening? The Jaeger's there to cancel it out. How did this plant go down? Suddenly, Alpha Simp to connect onto MJ, and now the castle with the UMP. One of the worst guns in the game, left last alive, 30 seconds on the board. In a post-plant scenario, he isn't even on the site. The drone's giving away his positioning. He's got a crossfire to deal with if he does drop down here. Might just find this angle. Does not look like the Thatcher is aware of the vertical play, connects onto the first, and now suddenly he's got a chance in this round. However, he needs to deal with this angle here, being held by Unreal on the Zofia. However, Unreal knows he can just play time on this, and now no time. Even if he finds this kill, there's no way he is defusing this bomb. But Unreal to get the kill. Titan Flow gets their first round on the board. Now a 2-on-1 round count, and a great play really there from Titan Flow. Sure, they took their time and they went negative in the opening engagements, but really just great teamwork. They're able to get that plant down, able to get that wall open, even a very what do you call it? Not a normal strat. I mean, they saw the vertical angle being held there in the kids' dorms area, and they said, well, screw it, we'll just push through Meeting Hall, and push through Meeting Hall they did. Get the round, and really well done to Titan Flow. Now heading back to kids and dorms and see what ADG can do here on this defensive lineup.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Time to reach.
We're ready.
Wasteful ADG in chat says, Corsair GOAT. Kind of have to agree with you, man. This man has been on an absolute tear thus far this match. Currently 8 for 1. And if I'm not mistaken, he went 8 for 6 over on, yeah, I believe, I can't remember the exact amount, but around about that number over on Villa. So this player definitely has been doing work for his team. Corsair here down below. I really like that. He knows there's a Jackal on the board, so he's only moving when his silent step is available. Now, if you guys don't know, Caveira, when you're using the silent step, well, the Jackal, he can't track your footprints, so trying to hide his footprints as best he can. The Caveira moving around oh so silently here on the map, and look at this, the Jackal here already going for this roam clear, and if he isn't careful and if he doesn't drone this out, he might just get killed out by the Caveira, because you know the Jackal, traditionally you aren't really going to drone as much because you can just rely on your footprints, but looks like he will be doing due diligence. But actually he's not going to drone out Laundry, he's only going to be droning Freezer, and Corsair here, I believe he heard this drone coming out, so if he can find this kill, it's definitely going to be a very big one to find, and he does. The interrogation going to come out. No player for the refrag, and that is it. The interrogation coming through. Suddenly, early dogs with a massive one in this round. Even if you don't get anything from an interrogation, at the very least, you delay the player's time. Because for the I believe it's 10 seconds that the interrogation gives away your position, you are not going to do anything. You are going to fall back as far as you can and ensure that you aren't going to get killed out by literal wall hacks. So well done there to Corsair to get that one. Not only getting the opening kill, but gets the interrogation along with it. But now, look at this. The attack is already starting to pressure on into this attic area. They might going to jump on through this window and see what he can do here. tries to find the engagement actually with the mirror there. Exturka now being taken care of. However, Unreal to get a refrag of his own. And the Zofia getting a kill. Now equalized out into a 4-4. Sure, Exturkan, I was going to say 4-4, but suddenly Unreal gets a okay. So I'm really sad I missed that because the Bandit, Quills, got a double kill, followed up by Zofia getting a kill with his impact launcher. So you don't see that one too often. Now suddenly it's a 2-3. Let's see what Titanflow can do on this one. They're at a man deficit, but look at this Ghost with the aggressive jump in. He doesn't know of the castle's positioning, however, now left last live is Unreal on the Zofia. Tries to find the engagement, but with the UMP, MJ to lock it out. Ali Dogs now in a 3-1 lead. So heading to laundry and supply room, see what ADG can do on this bomb site, and on the attacking side, see the gridlock. Oh, okay, it's going to be 6-picked onto the Dockerby, and that's an operator you see almost never these days. Once the SMG-12 is nerfed, you see her pick rate just absolutely fall to the floor. It's good to see. I believe that was, it was Papa bringing that Doki, so definitely good to see the operator not completely falling off the map.
Mobile cover activated!
So the defensive lineup here once again playing that rotation into bunker.
5 seconds left.
Let's see if this does net them anything. Notably, last time around, it didn't even come down to the bunker play. Ali Dogs just completely, seemingly left it. Didn't pressure through bunker at all. They pressured through the freezer angle, and they just got absolutely annihilated by Corsair. But JJ now this time around already taking a bit of damage here in bunker. Looks like, I believe that's the Thatcher here, Exturkan, with the L85 already doing a bit of damage onto JJ with that Wamai. And Drone's now coming out to assist. He's trying to deal with this Jaeger behind the deployable shield, and that's a very hard angle to clear him out from. They're going to have to either use some soft breach in the Ash to clear this one out, but let's see what happens here. The rest of the attackers looks like they're going to be pressuring on through this freezer angle once again, but Qualls is holding it, and he swings wide with the SMG-11 instead of just playing the shotgun. Very ballsy move, and well, it works out for him. So well done there to Quills to find that one. Now the Ash off the board, they can't actually deal with these Goya shields anymore. They just need to, they can't do anything about it. The Thatcher is still on the board, sure, but well, he can only deal with the gadgets. He can't deal with a literal gasoline tank. So Titanflow definitely at a deficit. They're starting to open up these hatches into freezer, but still so much to do here in this round. They're opening up the I believe that's called splits, but Kixie just continuing this tear here of ADG. These guys are doing a lot better than on Villa. They are showing it to Titanflow, but as I say that, the Hibana there with a Type 89 and Papa going on an absolute tear. I was talking about how after the SMG-11 was nerfed, no one played Dockerby. But suddenly, Titanflow and essentially Papa, this man is absolutely fragging here with the SMG-11, but JJ might just be the one to throw a spanner into the works. Sure, he's on around 25 HP, but he's gotten the first kill now. They're onto Ghost, the Hibana. Now, two players here, they're going to try and go for this pincer. They now know his positioning, tries to swing wide, but eventually it is it hits the SMG-12 for the third kill, a great one to find there. Papa just absolutely carrying his team to this victory. Well done there by him, controlling that recoil like an absolute G. Gets that kill, and now a 3-on-2 round count. If Titan FLO can push this on into a 3-on-3, definitely going to be in a very good position. But even if it's a 4-2, this is a very defensive-sided map, so not that much to worry about. So already, Titan FLO doing a lot better than ADG did on a Villa, getting that at the very least 2 rounds on the attacking side. So great to see that, and see if they can continue this this momentum. Maybe try and snowball it off, get a 3-on-3 round count, heading on into their defensive half. Did I just see a Warden? Yes, I just saw a Warden. Oh no, Corsair taking an operator, which in my opinion is so niched to the point that he is useless. I'm gonna say it. We can spam and chat if you disagree. Warden is useless in my opinion. Sure, you get 1 or 2 situations in which he is extremely useful, but that happens almost never. Let's see if he can net anything, maybe prove me wrong, but he's got the MPX, just a pea shooter of a gun, and an ability that, like I said, is so niched to the point that it is genuinely useless. So let's see what they can do here with the Warden on the board. Okay, I might just be wrong. I didn't actually spot that the Ying was on the board. So sure, this operator pick is a bit better considering the Ying is on the board, but still, even then, it's not a good operator to have on the board. It's not an operator you can consistently rely on. He doesn't bring too much utility, and yeah, let's see what this does net them. The attackers now doing their that word. Why is that word so hard to pronunciate? Say that 10 times fast. Due diligence, clearing this out, and already actually the Goya shield being popped here by the defensive side of Alidogs Gaming. They're falling back from the aggressive freezer stairs angle, and now they're holding it way more passive. You see the smoke here, playing the prone angle, and Corsair on the Warden here, playing the bullet hole angles. Let's see what happens here with this. And oh, that is unreal with the opener getting a great headshot onto Quills there. The player that was proned probably was droned out. I mean, there's no way he just finds that shot. So great work there by Titan FLO to connect onto that one. And now the Warden playing this so aggressively gets droned out. However, they now know his positioning. They know they need to deal with this play. But Exturkin on the other side of the map gets a kill onto Kixi. However, answered back by JJ with a kill there. Gets the refrag, and now the Warden trying to find the engagement here with the Zofia. However, he is currently stunned, so trying to find... Oh, that headshot. Well done to this man. Equalizes it out into a 3-on-3. Sure, the MPX is a pea shooter, but when you tap those heads, Sieges again with a 1-tap headshot. Great kill to find, and now they've got a lot to deal with actually here. The attacker still. Corsair, if he can play this angle, he might be able to do a lot of damage though. Looks like the Wamai and the Jaeger still currently preoccupied here with this bunker area, but looks like they now have realized that the main push is coming out from Laundry. But yeah, I'll eat my words. I'll eat my heart out. The Warden was useful. He was able to get the kill onto the Ying after the flashbangs came out. So great play there to him. And now it's a 4-on-2 heading into the second split here of this game. So on their defensive side now, Titan FLO will be heading to Laundry Room and Supply. This is their primary bomb site. And a pretty default operator lineup, the Jaeger, the Wamai combo. The Ella, actually the only real strange, in quotation marks, pick on the board here. However, still a very reliable operator, even though the recoil on that Scorpion is absolutely through the roof on the 11th shot.
Here's a memento.
Wall fortified!
10 seconds remaining.
So if you quickly pan over here,
5 seconds remaining.
Titan FLO, they're actually making their rotate here inside of bunker on the other side of the wall, which
The bomb.
sure, it allows you to be a bit more safe from the freezer angle, but it's a lot harder to rotate through once you lose control of bunker. Players can aggressively swing that angle and lock out that rotate and make sure that the player behind the shield cannot actually rotate out. So don't know if I like this setup, but still it should be useful. On the attacking side, you see the Nomad actually on the board. I believe that's the first time she is being picked here on Oregon. And see how they can utilize her. And notably up top, Exterkin. He is playing the FO12. Screw the Scorpion and its high recoil. He's playing the shotgun on Ella, assisted by Unreal here, the AUG A2 on the Wamai. Let's see what these two can do, because the FO12, a gun you almost never see in pro play. I'm really excited to see this one. Kixie already taking a lot of damage there onto the on the Ash. Unreal, however, also taking a tad bit of damage from that R4C, so a bit of an equal trade coming out.
Drones up and running.
Corsair there to get an opener, however, answered back by Unreal. However, well, he gets killed out almost instantly, so we're not going to be seeing the shotgun, the FO12 in action. The attackers now quickly take care of this top floor roam contingent. Now they're going to be looking to pressure on into Freezer and eventually on into the bomb site. The Thermite here. Oh no, I thought no, that was a breach charge being placed because strangely enough Freezer hatch wasn't reinforced. So now already you've got the Thatcher and the Thermite on the board. So they're going to be able to open up this Freezer wall if they so wish, as well as start to pressure on through this freezer doorway. And notably, I actually quite like this deployable shield being played, and well, they've reinforced the bunker wall, so
Bomb located.
using those late game reinforcements, able to ensure that no player will be able to catch them out from the flank there in bunker. The attackers now trying to clear out the defenders here on Titan FLO. Still have a lot of angles to worry about though. Sure, you've got this freezer angle, but oh, there we go. As I'm saying, that Quills goes for the rotate here with the L85. Could do a lot of damage here onto the defensive lineup of Titan FLO. C4 does get ripped, however, does not connect. But on the other side of the map, Kixie to connect, however, answered back by the smoke canister, getting the final kill there onto MJ. Now on a 2-on-2-3, JJ taking a lot of damage. This man is on so low HP. Kixie as well on a tad bit. Well, on around 60 HP, so they need to worry about this. But from the side, with the shotgun, trying to connect, gets the first onto the Thermite, however, cannot get the second. Papa now in a 1v2 scenario. The MP7, definitely a strong gun. You can rely on trying to find these engagements, but the deployable shield not helping out. And eventually, it is the Ash of Kixie to connect with the final kill on, with the R4C. Gets the kill onto the Bandit. Now, ADG, these guys are doing so much better than on Villa. They are absolutely wrecking them here on their map pick, pushing it on into a 5-on-2-2 round count now. So we're heading to laundry and supply room now, not being able to win out down below, switching up the bomb sites, trying something different, see if this does work out for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
Actually, no,
bombs
I'm completely wrong. They're not going up top. They're getting back to laundry and supply room. I am talking absolute nonsense. They are going to the exact same bomb site. just hoping for a different outcome, I guess.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
So it looks like the castle actually coming out here. I don't know what to think about this, because castle being brought on a bomb site like laundry and supply room, which is such a big bomb site. I was gonna say wide, but that sounds a bit weird. It's just, there's so much to deal with here on this bomb site, and when you place a castle barricade here on top freezer, as well as the top main stairs area, it's like, sure, it delays a bit of time and a bit of utility, but further than that, it's something that it's gonna get taken care of with almost no recourse. Like, they're not gonna be able to answer back based on that castle barricade being taken off, but I really like this late setup coming out here from Titan FLO, reinforcing that one late out. But Quills to get the opener onto Alpha Simp now. The Goyo off of the board. He's already placed his utility, sure, but using that Goyo with that Vector is definitely going to be a big one. The Bandit actually tricking onto this wall, so they're going to have to be very careful here. The Thatcher EMP does come out, but he is able to trick the exothermic charge. The Ash being taken care of there by the smoke canister. The second kill from a smoke canister actually coming out here from I believe that is Ghost. So definitely a big one to find. Now this exothermic charge isn't going to be tricked. Blows open the wall here onto the connector area, I believe it's called. Now they need to worry about this. Corsair pushes on into the bomb site, but immediately refrag. Ghost and X-Turkin getting kills from themselves, but refrag out by X-Squills. Trying to find these engagements, swinging on wide, finds the injure onto the smoke, now equalized out into a 2-on-2, a triple kill actually for Quills here on the round. He's looking for the ace assisted here, the 5.56 on the Thermite, and the Thatcher and the Thermite combo. All know how good it is in terms of the utility, but still in terms of the guns on these two operators, they have a lot to work with here. Now JJ left last live, gets the opener there onto the castle, and suddenly it's a 1v1. These two players tangoing around each other, gets caught in the Nomad age up. However, JJ not close enough to actually be able to utilize that correctly. Now, fakes out the plant. Papa here playing it oh so passive with the MP7. JJ rotates on into laundry room. Let's see, is he going to stick this? Looks like he might just. Indeed he does. The plant does go down. And oh, the Bandit Hive does connect with the final kill. Now, Titan FLO get another round on the board eventually.
Defenders disabled the diffuser. Bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders win.
So heading to kids dorms now as their secondary bomb site. Having actually, oh please stick the yeah, Oryx is allowed. I was quite confused there for a second, thinking Oryx isn't allowed within Pro. Okay, get 6 pick nonetheless onto the Jaeger. A lot more of a traditional operator on the board. See what they can do here on kids and dorms, because they lost out their first bomb site there down below. However, went back to it, won it out. So let's see what they can do here on the third defensive round, heading to kids dorms.
Bomb.
Razor wire is deployed.
Left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Reloading! Cover me!
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers
So the defenders here inside of kids' rooms and dorms. See, once again, a traditional operated lineup. No real surprise picks. The Oryx having been 6-picked off of, so no real shocker in terms of the operators being brought. But see what they can do with this lineup here. Alley Dogs. And they have the double hard breach. Sorry, the double soft breacher, the Nomad to lock out this rotates, and the Thermite Apache combo. And see what they can do here with this lineup. But notably, Unreal, he's currently roaming down below in small towers, so could do a lot of damage if the attacking side of Alley Dogs start to pressure the main double window. But looks like the main attack will be coming out here from the east side of the map, and the first kill will go the way of Kixie. Connects there onto Alpha Simp. That's the mute off the board. Definitely an important one to lose. I know how strong that SMG-11 has been this entire game, so losing that is definitely going to be a big one to lose. Looks like they're actually trying to open up this wall by... Yeah, they shot it off from down below when a Thatcher was still on the board, so don't really know what the thought was behind that, but still, I mean, they get the wall open, so 1 minute 40 still on the board. These guys have been so efficient, but answered back there by, I believe it was the Cade. No, it was Ghost to get the kill there onto Corsair, the one of the best fraggers on the team for Alley Dog, so definitely an important one to find as well. The Nomad, an important one to get off of the board. In a 4v4 man count now, sure the attack is ill. I was going to say, they have a lot of... they just keep proving my point before I've even said it. They have so much map control, but they need to translate it into a side take, and they do exactly that. The players on site start dropping left, right, and center now. Suddenly only the Jaeger left in a 1v2 scenario, trying to clutch this out. The Thatcher is going for the plant. The Thermite is on around 20 HP, so could be easy to deal with that one, especially with the 416C carbine. We know how hard that gun hits. Trying to find the engagement puts the Thatcher on around 60 HP. Trying to find that engagement, doing almost no damage. However, the flashbangs coming through. They know this player is in attic. Trying to find it. Swings on wide. However, cannot connect there with the carbine. Playing so passively. 20 seconds on the board. He needs to start pressuring this. He needs to at least try and clutch this. What is this man doing? Still stuck in attic here. The flashbangs coming out from each and every angle. However, from the side, the Thermite with the 5.56 to eventually lock it out. The black eyes there on the gun. Just the final nail in the coffin. Great kill to find, and that's Alley Dogs Gaming now pushing it on into match point. 6-on-3 round count. Titan FLO, they definitely aren't doing as good on their defensive side as they would have wished.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So heading back to kids and dorms now. Looks like Titan Evo, they're sticking with the strat of, well, if you don't win it out the first time, just go there again. Hopefully it works out. I mean, it did work out on laundry and supply room, but their time is running out. If they lose this round, well, they lose Oregon and they push us into Cafe Dostoevsky, because this is match point. Alley Dogs currently with a 6-3 lead. So Titan FLO, they have a lot to play for here.
10 seconds. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Oh my word, that is unfortunate.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Yo, that is unlucky. This man. What just happened? Did he fat finger just the shoot key? I don't know. However, okay. Legion saying my teammate in Ghost is going to be an absolute dumbass, but I'm going to do what I can to answer back. Equalized out into a 4-on-4 man count now through a very aggressive run out that, well, it worked out for them. So definitely well done here to Titan FLO to get that one. But the attackers now, they're starting to very early on take this map control, and looks like, well, walk-in closet wall is going to go open once again with only a minute off of the board. So now suddenly Alley Dogs, they've got a lot of avenues onto site. But like we said in the previous round, they need to translate this into a site take. Sure, you've opened up the wall, but you need to start taking the site. And, well, Unreal, he might just throw a span into the works. Looks like Kixie here is completely unaware of his positioning, so if the kill does come through, it will be a very important one to find. But X-Turkin, in the meantime, gets the kill into Quills. So now the play on the board, off the board, sorry. However, Kixie, sprays on through, does a lot of damage. However, cannot get the final kill, and eventually it's Ghost to connect onto Kixie now. Left last live is JJ and MJ, but JJ to connect with that 556 onto Alpha Simp. The Mute now for the board as well. X-Turkin injured and eventually taken off the board, but what the hell just happened? Alley Dogs in a 4-on-2 scenario, the Triple J, MJ and JJ lock the round out in what was just an absolute showing, and I was kind of confused, to be honest. I forgot we were on match point in a 4-on-2. These guys just, well, they suddenly just went it out. Like, there was no warning to that one. They just lock it out. So really well done to those guys. They lock it out. So well done to ADG winning that round out. And, well, we're going to be heading to map 3, which, if I'm not mistaken, let me pop that one on for you guys here so you can see that as well. I don't want that overlay in. There we go. There we go. The third map is going to be, there we go. It's going to be Cafe Dostoevsky. So
5-minute break.
let's see what happens in this one. And the teams have called for a 5-minute break, so we're going to be quickly heading on into the intermission screen. But thank you guys so much for joining. Be sure to join back in about 5 minutes, as we will be heading on to Cafe Dostoevsky. For the meantime, though, thank you for joining. Cheers. There we go, I'm unmuted. Hello, and welcome back everyone to the third and final map in the best of three between Titan Odyssey, no, sorry, Titan FLO and Ali Dogs Gaming. Sure to be a very interesting one if you see at the top of your screen there. First map was Villa, picked by FLO. It went 7-4 in favor of FLO. And Oregon, the second map on the cards, went the way of Ali Dogs Gaming, a 7-3. So both of these teams have been putting up a fight. The question now is who gets this final one? This is what it all comes down to. Cafe Dostoevsky going to be the battleground that will determine it all. So let's head without further ado.
Yankee.
Okay, cool, I'm staying here.
Oh, what just happened? Apparently one of the ADG players are on the side of wow, okay, we're gonna have to have a rehost. So we will be back shortly. That was one of the quickest rehosts I've ever seen. There you go, I'm unmuted. I constantly forget to do that. Anyway, we are back. We had a few technical difficulties. I won't get into it. I screwed up a few times. But we're back, and without further ado, let's head straight on into this matchup.
Vixie, it's Vix.
So this time around, everyone is on the right team. So heading into Coastline, Titan FLO will be starting on the defensive side, and notably last time around, having set the precedent, the defensive team in the first half has won out the game thus far every time. So let's see if that continues to be the way things go. So Thatcher being taken off the board is the first ban there from Titan FLO. Montaigne being the second one off of the board. Wait, let me just, I'm trying to get the overlay correct as we go, and I'm on the incorrect one. This is so hard to multitask. Anyway, Thatcher being taken off the board, a very influential op we saw. The Thatcher notably has been in play throughout all of these games, so quite strange that only now we see him taken off of the board. But yeah, should be an interesting one, and nonetheless, the Cade ban as well coming out. We've seen both teams utilize the Cade quite a lot throughout this matchup, so taken, oh my word, a Jaeger taken off of the board. Okay, almost never see a Jaeger banned out, but I guess that'll help in making that a pixel angle isn't as hard to actually push on into. But yeah, let's see how this does work out for them. Obviously, this is the third map in a best of 3, so this is what it all comes down to. They're going to be heading to Bar and Cocktail as their primary bomb site. Let's see what Titan FLO can do with this one.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
말보다는 행동이지.
New feed active.
Bomb located by attackers.
Oh, okay, I was apparently muted. I'm back though. So, let's see, the defensive lineup here from Titan FLO, obviously reinforcing that wall into the top red stairs, as well playing the pixel peak angle. Papa there on the Wamai, they're definitely going to be the one to play that. As well as the smoke, I don't know where he actually placed his shield out. Let me try and see where this man oh, there we go, it's top white. So as well bringing a shield for himself, Unreal, that C4. The Valkyrie definitely going to be relaying a lot of information to his team. On the attacking side though, the double soft breach, well triple soft breach actually. So definitely have a lot of utility to clear out that player at Pixel, the Wamai here of Papa. As well as the Ella is actually roaming down below here in Mining Room, might just go for that aggressive run out, however opts to seemingly not go for that. No one currently on that rappel, so probably wise to do that. All 5 players currently on the roof, they're droning it out, they're establishing what exactly they need to do to start clearing this out. The Zofia the first to drop, actually pressuring on very aggressively here into New Balcon, they're on site. The Nomad getting caught out by the Valkyrie though, but this is, what the hell is going on? Corsair to get the opener for his team. Now pressuring on, however, the Valkyrie to connect to the double kill for himself. The plant is going down with a minute 45 on the clock, and yep, the plant's down. What the hell just happened? The C4 getting ripped. Sure, you can get the plant down, but you need to defend it. That's a triple kill now for Alpha. A double here for Unreal, and Titan FLO take it off of the back of alley dogs throwing caution to the wind, basically. I don't know what they just did. So now heading to kitchen and service, service and cooking. It's their secondary bomb site. Titan FLO, they're in a 1-round lead because, yeah, ADG, they just, I don't know what they did in that previous round. Yeah, it just didn't work out for them, to say the very least. 4 players still were on the board for Titan Evo, so definitely did not go Ali Dogs Gaming's way, but let's see if they can do any better in this round, or whether Titan FLO can continue this tear. And are they going to do the strat that okay, no, they're not going to do the Titan strat. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I believe it's Titan Odyssey. No, sorry, that's actually Gamma Drones that plays the Castle Barricade setup here down below bottom brown. No, they're going to be playing the traditional Castle Barricades to assist. No, not even. I was going to say to assist in a prep room,
10 seconds left.
in a baking hold, but they haven't opened up the rotation, so I guess they're not going to be playing that. Okay, now I want to see if this does work out for them. The attack is now spawning in. Let's see what's going to be happening. So the attackers now, they're realizing that bakery is, well, it's complete free real estate. They've reinforced it off, they've barricaded it off, it's just complete free real estate. Sure, they need to use the utility to actually start getting onto site, but the thermite now already opening it up. However, there is a mute jammer to take care of it. Sure, you can go for the vertical play, but the Thatcher is off of the board now. MJ with the opener, however, the sledge to connect with the L85. Great opener to find. That's Erksturken, the mute off of the board, and that's the only operator that I can actually cancel out the thermite charge. So once that initial mute jammer is off of the wall through vertical play, this is free real estate. They can start pushing onto the bomb site. So well done here to Ali Dogs Gaming early on to this round, already with a man count.
Sweeping for electronics.
So the gas canister is being chucked out here. The main wall has been now opened. Quills here still has one Nomad air jab in his back pocket as well. I think is it the smoke? No, it's no, it's Papa. Is it Papa? Yes, it is. He's playing in prep, but he's fallen back off in the meantime. Kicks you to get an opener, gets the kill onto Unreal, and now a lot of pressure being alleviated. Ghost, however, to connect there with the SMG-11 onto Corsair. However, the plant is going down. JJ, 3 seconds on that clock, and, well, the diffuser is down. Now, a post-plant scenario in a 3v4. Titan FLO will have to do a lot if they want to retake this one. This is not going to be as easy as the previous one, where they just absolutely steamrolled the players on site. No, you're going to have to go for this retake. The AK-74, the Nomad is on the diffuser, catches out the Legion, swings wide and actually gets the smoke as well. However, stolen there by JJ. Now left last live is Papa with that UMP, spots out the Nomad, trying to get that kill, does connect onto the Nomad. However, 15 seconds on the board, UMP in hand in the 1v3. This is not going to net them anything. The player's on the vertical, 11 seconds, swings wide, gets the injure onto the Thermite, the eventual kill, but a double kill for himself is not going to mean anything in the grand scheme of things. The round goes the way of Ali Dogs.
Bomb defused.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know whether to say, well done, Ali Dogs, or what the hell were you doing, Titan FLO, because they completely gave up control of a bakery, the room quite literally next to site, and your only hard breach denial was banded. The entire setup, in my opinion, was flawed. When you are playing a strat where you give away control of the adjacent room, at the very least play an operator that's going to allow you to trick onto the wall. They didn't even have a bandit. They literally only had a mute that was taken care of from above. Sure, you can say the Cade isn't on the board, but then still bring the bandit. There's a reason he is in play. Now opting to go to reading room and fireplace. Let's see if they can turn this around. Titan FLO. At the moment, if I'm Titan FLO, I'm kind of worried because the one round where Alley Dogs actually tried, they won it out very easily, and Unreal currently does not have a scope on the K1A. Sure, the gun doesn't have a lot of recoil, but you never want to see iron sights on a gun. So, yeah, quite unfortunate to see, but let's see what happens.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Shield deployed.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Laying jammer.
Magnet ready.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
So it looks like the pixel setup coming out from the smoke here as well as a cocktail roam being assisted by the vigil here. The attackers spawning in and see where they start to take this. Now, notably, you basically need to take control of Cocktail if you want to start pushing on into the site, because Cocktail, it's one of the strongest places on this entire map of Cafe Dostoevsky. It's so easy to hold, and well, it's directly above the B-bomb site, so definitely going to be something you need to take control of as an attacker. Sure, you can say just push on into mining, but even then, it's going to be hard to translate that into a fireplace take. However, the attackers, they are taking from this mining area, so let's see if this does net anything for them. But like I said, it's going to be a struggle. Corsair there with the initial kill going his way, gets the kill onto Ghost, the smoke now off of the board, and suddenly they have an avenue onto site. This wall is reinforced, they can go for the plant right behind this. The IQ is in. What are they doing? Corsair is in. Sure, the diffuser's in the hands of JJ and he needs to get onto the bomb site. Papa to get a kill there onto MJ, tries to connect onto the IQ. Cannot find it, however. Look at the HP counter here on the attacking side. Both Kixie and Corsair on solo HP. The C4 does get ripped. Opens up an angle here onto the bomb side. And this just is an absolute testimony to the complete negligence on the side of Titan FLO. What were they doing? They did not even have angles onto the A bomb side. It was complete free real estate. The plant's now down. Sure, it's a 4 onto 2, but they still have the post plant. They have the window play. And the player is going for the defuse, but look at that. Now suddenly a 2 onto 2, make that a 1 onto 2 as the Nomads on an absolute tear. Now V, Kixie and Quills, they can easily win this. What the hell is Titan FLO doing? Yeah, I don't know. Titan FLO at the moment are playing so disjointed. Sure, they took the first round, but the only reason they took it was because ADG was throwing caution to the wind and went for a complete rush strat in something that by all accounts should not have worked and did not work, sure, but it wasn't off the back of Titan FLO playing well. They literally just played for trades, they played passively and they held onto the bomb side. The 2 rounds after that, however, where they went to kitchen dining and they went to now library, where it was a mess. It was a complete mess. These guys weren't okay, let me talk you through this. On kitchen dining, they, like I said, they were playing, they gave up control of the room adjacent to the bomb site, and they didn't even play hard breach denial. So they literally gave up complete control of the main wall, thus of site. In the second round, it wasn't even a question. It wasn't even that they gave control of an adjacent room which allowed them way onto site. No, they literally just gave them control of the site. There was no one playing on A, and there were no angles opened up to get the kills onto the players if they eventually pushed onto the site. It was literally just a complete walkover for Alley Dogs, and if I'm Titan FLO, I'm scared, because Cathay, it's traditionally a defender-sided map. Sure, you can make the argument that because of how the bans went, because the Thatchy is banned, whatever, that it's not going to be as defensive-sided as previous rounds, but You can't just... You can't keep going like this. Titan FLO, if they keep playing like this, there's no way they are going to win this.
Camera activated.
Adding Overwatch.
Calibrating air
Man,
compressor.
get ready!
All set.
See the Valkyrie here opening up the bullet hole angles. And I don't know why that angle isn't working. Looks like just being absolutely blacked out there. But the attackers now, they're on the roof. They are starting to take control of these default hatches. Droning it out. Taking their time to establish where the players are currently holding. Droning out top red. And actually, the Ella here with the Scorpion playing close here down below the hatches might just contest the drop down. Here's the Thermite actually drop down. Swings wide. Gets the kill. Yep. It does. Okay. It completely does not matter that he got refragged. He got the kill into the Thermite. That's the only hard breacher off of the board now. And sure, he can still do something here with the IQ and the sledge combo from down below. But that means the top red stays area is not going to be opened up. And that's an insanely big one to find here for Titan FLO. Just quickly looking at the mirror setup here. We have one of the oldest mirror setups in the entire game. If any of you were playing back on old Cafe Dostoevsky, you'll remember this angle. Everyone's been using it to the point where it's one of the most established angles within Siege. But look at that, unreal. I believe it got a vertical kill. Yes, the IQ is playing down below, so that's a great one to find. Definitely looking like Titan FLO are playing a lot better as a team. But as I say that, if this plant goes down, C4 gets ripped, but it does not connect. The Nomad tries to find the mirror. Sure, it doesn't connect. It's in a 4-on-2, but this is a post-plant scenario. Ali Dogs, sure, they don't have the man lead, but they need to hold. Okay, MJ, you kind of screwed that one up, mate. Why are you so far from the bomb? Titan FLO, they take the round off of the back of, once again, I guess just Ali Dogs Gaming throwing caution into the wind and just kind of rushing onto the bomb site, getting a plant down extremely prematurely. So heading back to kitchen service and kitchen cooking now for the second time. Last time around, it went absolutely chaos, and this time I am so glad they are listening to me. They are bringing the bandit. Hell yes. The dock being 6-picked off of the mirror might actually not stick the dock. Is he just customizing a skin? No, yeah, he's going to stick the dock. So the bandit being brought, I'm glad about that one. Titan Evo definitely making some changes in their lineup. In my opinion, definitely for the better here.
Seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining.
So it looks like once again they're going to be giving up control here of bakery with those castle barricades coming on to the small bake as well as the kitchen prep wall or the windows. But at least this time they have a bandit, so they can bandit trick. Looks like the IQ here going to be advising the thermite. Looks like the thermite charge will be going off, however instantly tricked out by the bandit. So now they need to go play the vertical, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Corsair going up top here into mining. Let's see if they can turn this one around, or whether the bandit will be the thing to lock this out, because having brought that now, instantly tricking that exothermic charge is a big one for them.
Scanning for electronics.
So the pre-placed bandits now being taken care of by the IQ from above. This means the thermite will be able to open up that wall, at the very least here, delaying time compared to the previous round where they didn't have the bandit. I mean, the main wall went open with 45 seconds off the clock, so definitely better done at the very least this round. However, now once again the wall can be opened up, and that's why you don't give up control of Bakery. At the very least, play in Bakery and delay the time. MJ now getting the kill, the sledge here onto the bandit from above. The proximity mine is going to be going off, however, Corsair to connect with that G8A1 onto Alpha Simp. Getting the Vigil off the board now, suddenly in a 3-on-5, once again, with a minute 25 on the board. This is not looking good for Titan FLO. Oh, the sexy headshot being found there with the SMG-11 by Ghost. This man has absolutely been fragging with this gun all game. Finds once again a nutty headshot there with the SMG-11. Definitely a big opener for his team. Sure, the Nomad, not one of the most important operators off of the board, but still that's going to alleviate so much pressure. Just knowing that it's a 3-on-3, make that a 3-on-3, I was going to say 3-on-4. Even more pressure alleviated because now the Thermite off the board, sure he's lost his exothermic charges, but look at Corsair, he's pressuring onto the side with the G8A1, finds the opening kill onto the bandit there. Actually no, onto Ghost, sorry, the smoke. I believe he still had one smoke canister in his back pocket, so a bit of utility lost there, but look at ADG, Corsair's going for the plant. If he can stick this, Titan FLO are in a really bad position, and indeed they are. Unreal left in 1v3, make that a 1v2 as he connects onto the IQ, looking for the kill here onto the Zofia. However, from Bakery, the sledge there proving too big of a nuisance. With the L85 eventually does lock out the kill, and that's Ali Dogs Gaming now with a 3-on-2 round count lead on the attacking side. This is really not looking good for Titan FLO. So I believe they're going to, are they going to reading once? No, they're actually sticking down below. And are they going to play the rotate? No, they're not. The Valkyrie is reinforcing it. I don't know, man. It just, giving up control of Bakery like they have been doing, it just allows for the attacking side to, they don't even have to worry about about kitchen prep. But yeah, okay, the Wamai's going to be playing it. Thank you, they're going to be playing the default. So the Wamai here going to be playing in Bakery. Definitely a good adaptation. Going to be delaying that time in Bakery. Even if you don't get a kill from this, even if you just stay there and you die, if you delay more than, say, a minute, you have done your job. We saw in that previous round how the bandit tricking delayed almost a minute 30 on the clock. So if you paired that with the roam here inside of Bakery, that combination can net you a lot and eventually bring you down and force the attackers to push for a plant when the clock is low. So let's see if that is going to be what happens. Ghost being pressured into another level, is his shield already now taken care of. However, he is just standing there. He is not shaken by this this full frontal attack coming out here from the attackers. Unreal actually with the stim pistol from the side going to be healing him up, so the Legion now can play aggressively with that T5 SMG, and it looks like the attackers are rotating. This hold in Bakery has been so good that the attackers are rotating back to Freezer. Now looks like they will be opening up this Freezer wall, and well, that is completely uncontested. The bandit is preoccupied with the main wall. Actually, there isn't even a bandit, believe it or not, so Freezer wall going to be absolute free real estate. And let's see what Ali Dogs Gaming can do with this map control. The Sledge now trying to find that engagement, still with the Legion, but swings wide. The Wamai to get it as well. Ghost now swings onto the Nomad. Now suddenly in a massive man disadvantage, Ali Dogs in a 3-on-5 scenario, but we've seen these players clutch out round after round, so definitely cannot count them out just yet. Sure, the wall has been opened, and sure, they have avenue onto site, but with the man count down, it's going to be a very hard one to find. Now, even harder, because with the Pokeball to finish off the kill, Ghost gets the kill. JJ, sure, refrags onto it, but a 4-on-2 is definitely not a scenario you want to be in. Oh, the late causal barricade actually coming out. I really like that one. That's gonna allow for so much safer play to come out, and that's gonna force the attackers to essentially push through this freezer doorway. This is gonna be a complete and utter what do you call it? Just a funnel for them. They're gonna have to either pressure on through there or through the main door in the hallway. JJ swings wide, however, cannot find the headshot onto the dock. Unreal to get the kill now in a 4v1. 40 seconds on the clock, sure, but you don't even have the diffuser. In a 4v1, there's almost nothing you can do in the scenario. Trying to find the headshot there onto the Legion. However, the Legion just... He's going to swing wide, apparently, not knowing about the Zophia's positioning. So, at least one kill now. This mountain to climb is going to be a bit more of a hill, but this man might just do it. He finds a second for himself in the round, and suddenly... a 1v4 turned into a 1v2. Sure, this is clutchable. Sure, it's a 1v2, but only 10 seconds on the board. This man is going to have to frag like hell. Finds the first onto the castle, actually, but eventually it's Unreal to find another for himself on this round. And that is Titan FLO locking it out in a 3-on-3 round count. So, an equal round count here at the split, so we might just be heading into overtime if it continues to this, and that would just be the perfect conclusion. I mean, Villa went so decisively to Titan FLO, and then Oregon to Ali Dogs Gaming, so Cafe Dostoevsky definitely looks like this is an equal match up here between both of these teams. They're giving it their all, they're trying everything they can do, but with the rotation now with Titan Gaming, with Titan FLO heading to the attacking side. Let's see if things sway one way or the other, or whether we might just push this on into overtime. But look at this. Ali Dogs Gaming, their primary bomb site is going to be Reading. And in my opinion, this is the strongest map in the entire... the strongest bomb site in this entire map, because, like I was saying earlier, Cocktail is undoubtedly the strongest place to hold in this entire map. And look what's straight down below it. Well, it's the bomb site of Reading. So, looks like they're definitely going to be investing in this top floor roam strat. Maybe they saw Reaper_Ian's video on this strat. I don't know, but this is definitely a very strong one. And Titan FLO, sure, they've got the Ying, but they have almost no soft breach. The Zofia will be the only one that can actually take care of those Maestro turrets. So, let's see what Titan FLO can do on this attacking side, or whether Ali Dogs can just go on their defensive side and show Titan FLO how it's done. The Ying definitely the one to look out for. However, I was going to say she might just go for the rush, but looks like they have rotated at least the Valkyrie onto the bomb side and the smoke into the train, so not going to be that easy to go for a rush strat. It's like the Ying has backed off from that repel, now knowing they need to worry about the pressure coming through from these angles. Drones out the bomb side and establishes that the Valkyrie is the only one really holding onto this, so they might just go for this rush. But the Ying here with the T95 LSW trying to find the engagement with the Hermione does. Gets the headshot onto Corsair, one of the best fraggers off the board of Ali Dogs. Sure, he hasn't been doing thus that good here on Cafe. Kixie really the one to pick up the main fragger spot, but still having that player off the board, a very big one nonetheless. You see JJ here playing top white area. He might just get flashed out if this Ying does decide to make those Candelas go through the barricade. However, it does decide to back off, maybe drone out for a team just a bit. Unreal here as well, droning out to the new balcony area, but look at Papa. This man on the knock, he might just be able... He's going up top round, so if he doesn't get answered out here by the player in the Cocktail doorway, he could do very well for his team from this positioning. However, taking a lot of damage, but gets the frag onto Quills. That's a big one to find. Now the Ying and the Nokia starting to pressure onto the bomb site. They're opening that barricade. They might just go for the main push here, but they also still have a thermite. They can open up this main wall here as well. This is so much pressure just onto the bomb site. The Ying Candela's going out. The top floor presence coming out here from the Zofia. Just so much to worry about now. 5v1 JJ left last live. The diffuser's going down. They have the bomb site. They have the vertical play. There's so much to worry about. 45 seconds on the board. In a 1v5, he finds the opener. Taking care of that information there from the drone, but 37 seconds on the clock. These players are so spread out. He goes for the run out, tries to find the first, but cannot find it. The Buck to get the kill. An Alpha Simp here. Titan Evo get the round and definitely start picking that up.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Well, looks like I was muted once again, but we're back. And look at this operator pick. Kanye, do we have sponsors? Asks Alpha Simp. I don't think so. I mean, this is just a private stream on the Kanye Diffuse. This isn't associated. This isn't an associated stream. Unreal asking, wait, can we get Yeezys, Balenciagas? Question mark. I mean, if you ask, you can receive. I mean, I have my connections, but it's gonna be pretty hard. But, yeah, no sponsors on the stream. This is a private Kanye Diffuse stream. This is not affiliated with any tournament, so I don't have any sponsors. I just try and push this YouTube thing. I ain't making nothing off of this. So if you guys support me, I would really appreciate. Like I said, I'm getting basically nothing out of this. I'm just getting the views, and well, I'm not even partnered with YouTube yet, so the views don't really. I mean, they mean something, and it definitely helps out. But I just mean I'm not getting reimbursed for the views. So if you guys wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe. I'm trying to push the South African Rainbow Six Siege scene through a way that we can all easily watch. I mean, I try and bring SA Siege to the forefront of esports through the streams I do, and I'd really appreciate if you guys support me in my mission to do so. The Zofia here, almost funding the engagement here with MJ here on the mute, the SMG11. We've seen how good this gun has been through the entire game. Unreal, doing so much damage there onto MJ, putting him on around 50 HP. Definitely has to worry about that window, kind of pinned in that position. But the attackers now, looks like they are stalling out just a bit. The knock here will be entering at the bottom white doorway here. The drone going out in front of him, as well as his hill gadget being used. So looks like a ghost here on the thermite will be opening up into the red stairs wall. However, the Wamai to answer onto him. But Corsair here, this man is playing such an aggressive angle with that shotgun. Gets the kill onto X-Token. However, Papa to answer back with the FMG9 here on the knock. So equalized out into a 4-on-4 man count. The player at top red trying to find the engagement here with the Warden. However, cannot find the kill just yet. Papa here still on the knock, trying to find the engagement. However, there is currently a player playing here in Washrooms area and he needs to deal with if he wants to pressure on into this bomb site. But looks like a lot of stagnation now coming out from the attackers. Sure, they're getting this vertical, but they need to start pressuring on into this. Maybe taking care of those hatches, dropping into New Bulk, pressuring into Cigar, whatever. But look at this, that is knock. He's going to be the catalyst, pushing onto the site. Gets a double for himself as well. MJ, however, answering back to Alpha Simpson now in a 3-on-3 round count. The knock is on site. Sure, he doesn't have the diffuser, so he can't go for the plant just yet, but this is such a good position to have. But the smoke canisters raining in does get the engine, eventually the kill. Ali Dogs now in a 3-on-1 over the back, of course, and Calls finding one kill after the other, now left with the 5.56. The thermite there, however, the run out does come out, and Ali Dogs off the back of Calls there with the SMG11 get this round. It looks like this will be going tit for tat. These teams, they are not going to let it up. They want to push this all the way. They might just push us into overtime here on Cafe Dostoevsky. The decider map, if you guys have forgotten, let me bring that overlay back here once again, just quick. That's the wrong button. There we go. If you can see there down below, the first map pick was Villa, which went the way of Titan FLO. As well, the second map was Oregon, picked out by Ali Dogs Gaming. That went their way in a 7-on-3 round count. And, well, here we are now on Cafe Dostoevsky. This is where it all will end up. In a 4-on-4 now, let's see if either of these teams pull ahead or whether we continue with this absolute just blow for blow matchup that's been going on just yet. These teams just giving it their all. They are not letting up any rounds. So now going to kitchen and service. Let's see if Ali Dogs can do any better than Titan FLO did here on kitchen, because if I'm not mistaken, they only won 1 out of their 3 defenses here on this bottom floor kitchen area, and one of those defenses, the one they won, wasn't even that decisive. So let's see if this does go the way of Ali Dogs Gaming, and I like the setup already. They have the 2 hard breach denials, the mute and the bandit, as well as the hold here into bakery. So I like this setup coming out from Ali Dogs Gaming. Let's see how this does work out for them.
Camera activated.
Attackers are
Reload.
Drone activated.
the attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Initiate jammer.
The attackers now making sure where these players on the side of Ali Dogs Gaming are currently playing, and we have the nifty feature that we can just go onto the overview and see, well, there's no one playing up top. All 5 players from the defensive side. Wait, no, I'm counting wrong. Where is this 5th player? Oh, it's the mute here in reading. There we go. He's currently playing in reading in this very cheeky spot. Might not get droned out here. If he does now, it could definitely be a thorn in the side of Titan FLO as they try and clear out these players on the top floor area, but trying to find that opening engagement, cannot connect onto the bandit just yet. Oh no, actually I believe that's the that's the Valkyrie, the MPX. They're swinging wide into this main corridor angle, trying to find the engagement here with Unreal on the Zofia. However, none of these players taking even a single point of damage just yet. But I was talking about this Corsair. If he's not droned out, he's going to wreak havoc. He does. He gets the opener there onto X-Token. The Ying off of the board now. All of those Candelas lost so early on, as well as the T95 LSW. A very strong LMG to lose early on, but now with the SMG-11 not having enough ammo, he just cannot lock out that gunfight. Alpha Simp with the C8 SFW, the buck there to get the final kill. Now, will they steamroll off of this, or will MJ throw a spanner into the works? Gets a kill into Unreal. That's the Zofia now off the board, a player that's been fragging very heavily for the side of Titan FLO, and now another going the way of MJ, a double for himself here on this round. He finds Alpha Simp. It's the buck now off of the board now, and the Ghost and Papa. Let's see what they can do with this. Minute still on the board, sure, but you have so little utility to utilize. Ooh, tries to find the engagement there with the Valkyrie. Spots out the head, but just cannot land the precise shot needed to connect there onto the head of the Valkyrie. Will rotate around. The Thermite, however, just pushing on into this gas can, this gas cloud from the smoke babe. Opting to rotate out, however. Looks like, though, this will be around for Ali Dogs Gaming. The Valkyrie here trying to find that engagement with the Thermite, however, cannot get it. The knock to swing wide gets the kill there onto MJ of the Valkyrie, but onset back. A refrag coming out, gets onto the Thermite. Sure, the smoke gets killed out, but JJ to lock it out here with the MP7. That's Ali Dogs Gaming now with a 5-4 lead here on Cafe. So heading to reading room and fireplace now. This was their primary bomb site, if I'm not mistaken. So heading back there, I believe they won it out the first time, so see if they can continue that and win it out once again. The knock being 6-picked off of the Maverick, pretty wise one. We saw how good the knock was on the when the attack came out onto the top floor bar and cocktail area, and see if it can be just as useful this time around. Actually, no, I was mistaken. The attackers won out reading room and fireplace. Yeah, that was one of the most decisive rounds of this entire game. That ended almost in a flawless. So yeah, let's see if Ali Dogs can actually change up the setup, because I was completely mistaken. They lost it out quite decisively the last time around. Noctum ADG here saying Quills GOAT, Corsair GOAT, Vixie GOAT, JJ GOAT, MJ GOAT, all of them definitely doing well in this game. I wouldn't call them GOATs just yet, but I mean, they're doing pretty well. Kixie here has placed out all of his Valkyrie cams. One of the players definitely to look out for. He's been doing well for his team as well. Corsair has been doing well, but this matchup here on Cafe Dostoevsky, it's been a lot more of an equalized out scoreboard. Even on the side of Titan Gaming, sure, Unreal, he's currently 10 for 6, but all of these players roughly around the same kill count. I mean, on the previous maps, I mean, on what was it? Oregon, we saw Corsair just absolutely fragging out of his mind. This man was, I believe it was 8 for 0 at one point, so definitely already doing a lot better this game. Well, not a lot better, I mean just it's a lot more spread out, the kill feed on the scoreboard for both of these teams. All of the players here carrying their own weight, bringing a lot to the team. And now the attackers are on the roof. They're starting to deal with this hatches. The Buck using a skeleton key there. The Ash holding this aggressive angle here into Cigar Shop. See if this does work out for them. JJ has already taken a lot of damage as well. MJ here down below in Train Museum taking a bit of damage. I believe that is from the knock, if I'm not mistaken, of Papa. Now the players on the attacking side, they're starting to pressure on into Cigar Shop. The Blackbeard, he's already in and starting to find these engagements. Tries to get the damage done onto Corsair, but if you don't know how that cabinet works, well, you just can't shoot through it. Unreal to get one from, I believe, the Skylight area, so a great one to find for him. Corsair on so low HP, eventually injured out. Kixie down below as well, trying to find this engagement, but notably, the site is not up above. It is here in a reading room and fireplace, so even though they have the top floor control, they need to translate this into a site take, but they're doing exactly that. Titan FLO, they are not stopping anytime soon. They are continuing their steamroll, a 5-on-2 man count just now, so yeah, they are continuing their steamroll. This looks like it might just be a flawless round. Quill's left last life. Sure, he's got the Elder 5.56, one of the strongest guns on the defensive side, but a flawless round coming out from Titan FLO. Well done to these guys that are able to lock it out. And now, once again, a 5-on-5 round count. It's equal once again.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
So Ali Dogs are going to be heading back to bar and cocktail now and see what they can do with this bomb site here. It's 5-5. The team to get the next round will push it on into match point, and from there it's either going to be a landslide for the one team or not a landslide. I mean, this has been going blow for blow the entire matchup, but still it's either going to fall the one way or the other. Or, well, we might just push this on into overtime. I think we all want to see that. We want to see this long and arduous game being concluded in the right fashion. We want to see it go all the way. We want to see these players, these teams, never giving up. We want to see this go all the way. The attack is now spawning in. Titan FLO. Let's see what they can do with this attacking lineup. The Blackbeard here being brought. Know how many windows there are on Cafe Dostoevsky, especially with this Christmas angle. Well, he already takes care of the mute jammer, so now Ghost here on the Thermite. If he drops on down, if he isn't caught out here by Corsair on the I constantly forget this operator's name because I just never see it. The Warden, there we go, that's his name. If Ghost does not get caught out by the Warden, well, he is going to be able to easily open up that main wall because we've already seen the Blackbeard. He's taking care of the mute jammer there, but Corsair, the one function of this operator is to not get flashed. Well, he gets flashed. Kind of ironic to see, but still, let's see if this operator is able to do anything or whether this is just going to be a steamroll for Titan FLO like it was in that previous attacking round there onto Reading Room. But let's see what they can do with this round. The player here playing at Pixel, it's the Mai. This looks like a lot of stagnation now coming out. Papa will be going up the white stairs now as well. The Ash here of Unreal holding onto that skylight area. If we go onto the overview quick, there is a bit of congestion that Papa will be able to find. I mean, the smoke currently has a deployable shield to play with, but it does not look like they are too wary of someone actually coming up the white stairs area. So if the knock can time this right, he will be able to find some easy kills for himself. Takes care of the Wamai there, and the nade doesn't connect. It does a bit of damage onto MJ, but he's able to escape with his life. Second nade sailing through, however, does not connect there onto the mute. Now they know of his position. Papa will have to fall back, otherwise he will get shot out there by MJ with the shotgun. He does swing wide, tries to get it, but with a skeleton key, the buck swings wide. Tries to get the second, he does. He connects onto the player, and Pixel swings wide. He's continuing his tear, tries to find the engagement with JJ, the castle on the side. The player left in cocktail, but now the collapse coming out from the attackers. Whips out the super shorty, connects onto the Ash, actually does get the kill now in a 2v1 scenario, 30 seconds on the clock. In a 1v2, the UMP definitely not the gun you want to have in this type of situation. But when you catch the players off guard, it can help. In a 1v1 now, sure he's on low HP, but he could easily do this. He knows where the diffuser is, but the buck to lock it out. Sorry, the Thermite to lock it out with the 5.56. A great kill to find. And now, Titan FLO, they have the match point. If they win the next one, they win this entire series, this best of 3, this game that has been going, I stand under correction. Actually, let me check on the stream. This has been going 3.5 hours. They can lock out this game right here, right now, if they win this next round. Otherwise, we will be heading to overtime if ADG are able to lock out this next round here on kitchen service and kitchen cooking. Notably, the one thing I was hammering Titan FLO on was that they didn't bring a bandit on kitchen service and kitchen cooking, and that's, in my opinion, one of the things that cost them so many rounds there down below. But now Alley Dogs, they're doing the exact same. Sure, they did very... Oh, sorry about that, I got hiccups at the moment. Sure, they did really well on kitchen service and kitchen cooking in the previous round, but I'd argue that was purely because they had the bandit. In the previous one, they saw the Legion was playing inside of Bakery, and they had the bandit, so they opted to back off of Bakery, push down into the freezer angle, and then just completely get locked out. But this time around, sure, you've once again got the player playing in Bakery, but there's no bandit on the board, so a lot to worry about. Sure, you've got the mute, but mute jammers aren't exactly the best at cancelling those out. At least has one mute jammer here on the main wall, so with the Thatcher being banned, I guess you could make the argument that it is enough, but still, not having the bandit rather, is definitely going to be a bit of a hindrance here on this round. The main thing to look out for is where the Thermite goes, obviously, because he is going to be the catalyst. He is going to be the player with the utility. He's going to be the one that you want his exothermic charge to go off on one of those main walls, either the freezer or the bakery angle. If those go off, you've got so much map control in your favor. Now, this is not the time for memes, boys. Titan, what are you doing? You're on match point, sure. You've got a bit of a lead, but, well, there we go. Unreal to get the opener, and that's a massive one to find. Now, with the man count lead in this round, they are looking to end out this series, this best of 3, right here, right now on Cafe Dostoyevsky. They've got the man count lead now as well. There is currently a player actually playing up above. That's Corsair with the SMG-11. If he gets caught out, indeed he does. The spray through the wall connects. The Alpha Simp here, the buck with the C8, does get the kill. Now suddenly, Titan FLO with a monstrous lead on this round. If they get at least one more kill now, it's almost a done deal. They're going to start pressuring onto this bomb site. And when we look at the overview quick, sure, you've got one player in the closet area, but the rest are in bakery and on the B bomb site. Mozzie here trying to find the engagement, whips out the C4 for the vertical player, however it does not connect because there's no one currently holding that angle. Kixie here holding into the bakery angle, and the players are feeling the pressure, but Qualls connects with the M590. Shotgun tries to get the second onto the Jackal, not quick enough on that trigger finger. However, I believe the Mozzie, no, Kixie with the AUG A3 to get the kill. Now in a 3-on-2 man count. This is a tough round for Ali Dogs, but they could easily still lock this one out. The one player in bakery, the other here in the main bomb site with Kitchen. Kixie is definitely feeling the pressure, but with the AUG A3, definitely a strong gun to have in this scenario. Can definitely still do a lot in this scenario. Tries to find the opener, the knock sailing past his bullets. Cannot find the engagement, and eventually it's the knock to connect with the kill. Now suddenly it's JJ left last live with Titan FLO locked up. GG's coming out in chat, and that's Titan FLO taking the best of 3 series. Well done to these guys. This has definitely been a tough match all around, but eventually it is Titan FLO to lock it out. GG's to them, and well played to Titan FLO. They take the game in a 2-1 in the overall series. They won out Villa. Let me just get this overlay. There we go. They won out Villa 7-4. They lost out Oregon 7-3, but eventually able to claw it back here on Cafe Dostoyevsky, winning out 7-5. GG's to Titan FLO. And, well, thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Has now ended quick. I mean, I thought it was going to go into overtime, but apparently not. Here we are. Well done to...
Thanks for the games, boys.
Well done to Titan FLO.
GG's, thanks.
They lock it out, and, well, thank you for the stream, boys. It's been fun while it lasted, but eventually all good things come to an end. Currently 16 views on the chat and on the video. Thank you so much for joining. Really, I appreciate the support. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate you guys. I mean, I was saying earlier on those first streams I did on my channel, you can go back to them. I wasn't this good of a caster, and I mean, you could argue I'm still not a good caster, but yeah, I had about 5 views consistently on those streams, so being able to see even 16 viewers on the stream, it's great to see, and I really appreciate the support. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content from me in the future, as I try to push South African Rainbow Six Siege to the forefront of esports. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. This has been Kanye Diffuse. Thank you to Titan Gaming. I'm affiliated with them. If you want to head over to titangaming.co.za, I write an esports blog if you want to read up on who exactly Titan Gaming is, or if you want to get some updates on the European Rainbow Six Siege scene, I write an esports blog that you guys can go over and read at titangaming.co.za. Otherwise, just hit the subscribe button. You guys don't understand how much it helps out. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. This has been Kanye Diffuse. Thank you so much for joining. Cheers.